We're returning back to Wizard to only use staffs, and I'm hoping I can get that true ending today. So let's go no modifiers. What's the best thing for a Wizard? Probably not tight funnel, probably not shallow. I mean, I think I've made my case for funnel being the greatest map in the planet, but I think we'll go a little different. We'll just go standard, why not? Now, this is probably my least favorite weapon in the entire game, so I don't know, hopefully today I gain a little bit of an appreciation for it. We need that 40 coal again, but like, this is why I don't like it. It's so, you know, I guess this is pretty lucky though, because this is a huge vein of coal and everything else, so we're going to be able to break a lot with the little damage we can do, but it's also going to be really hard to break into chests, which is why, you know what I mean, it's just, I don't know, I don't like it. It's hard to control what's going on, because you end up breaking so many blocks. The pierce of this thing is like, what, 10, 15, somewhere in that ballpark? So making single block adjustments to try and parkour around everything, it's not that easy. The movement is pretty damn hard, but I don't know, maybe I'll get a hang of it. Halfway through the day already, I've got a full inventory, so we are gonna make money. I never said this thing doesn't make money. It's just the utility of it is kind of hard to use. Thankfully, I found a way to kind of break in and parkour up. So that's gonna be a lot of money. 224 plus the copper and whatever that we got. That is gonna be nice. It's just it's not gonna be nice having to spend that money on another wand. And the worst part about buying another wand is that it has a higher cooldown. So like, not only is it stronger, but it's also slower. At least we can buy platforms tomorrow, because parkouring around all of this is not my favorite thing to do. But 277 coal to end off, I mean, look, that's pretty damn solid. I gotta give the wand the credit. 208 bucks worth of iron. Again, that's pretty good. $1,000 on day one. I don't think I've ever seen that before. What are we allowed to use, by the way? I'm not allowed to use any of these guys, but like, what would we? Okay, Elementalist makes sense, and then Barbarian, because sure, why not? We're able to go for an iron staff. Would I rather have a copper staff? Judging by the damage, maybe. It's only an extra 27 damage or so, like 30 damage, call it. And it's way more expensive. It shoots one extra missile with a tiny bit extra damage. Yeah, I think copper staff is worth it. I'd rather have more time plus some platforms. So we're gonna go for like 16 of them, a reasonable amount. I just don't like getting stuck, man. Getting stuck is one of the worst things you could do in this game. But yeah, see how we're a little slower now? It's not by much, but it's like 10% slower. It's definitely noticeable, at least to me. Maybe I'm placeboing myself, but I know it is slower. Like, it says it's slower, so I'm not crazy, right? But with more inventory, we're going to be able to dig a little bigger of a mess without having to worry too much, because, you know, oh, wait, I don't have a bigger inventory. I have more time, damn it. I kind of forgot. Normally I get both in the same vein, but nope. All right, well, yeah, the platforms either way make it much easier to just go about my day instead of having to worry about platforming. I wonder if we could break stuff in the stone layer. And I mean, even if we could, it probably isn't worth it, because again, we can't carry that much. Plus, I kind of want Tabitha's quest to be done, because a vacuum would be beautiful. We're not allowed to use any employees in this series. We're only using the weapons, so it's pretty damn difficult to do such a thing, like collecting. It's kind of hard to depot, because, you know, the lower you go, the higher you have to go back. So I really do need that vacuum ASAP. I don't know, maybe I could get it today. I mean, we're not even at half point, and I'm already at half the emeralds. We do kind of have to get lucky with there being emeralds in the first place. They're not exactly the most common, as you can tell. I wonder, could we? I mean, we could. Like, you could make a case for it, for breaking into the stone. I'm gonna go over here and pause the game. I need to find emeralds. Dude, I don't see any emeralds. I did not see a single emerald on the screen. Alright, well, let's go give all of this to Tabitha, even though it's not everything right now. Let's just give it to her. That way, we can depot, make a little bit more money for today, because we kind of need a better wand. If the wands aren't going to be that good, we're going to need a damn good wand. Alright, 17 out of 30 is not that bad, though. I mean, we could probably take the rest tomorrow. I just really do want to milk these days for as much money as we can get out of them. And for the rest of the day, I'm probably just gonna break through, try to look for more emeralds. Okay, we got a couple over here. I don't think it's gonna be 13. I mean, it could. Oh, there's a couple down here, too. This could be 13. Hold on. Okay, give me the emeralds. Okay, thank you. Oh, there's a couple here too. Wait a minute. Okay, well that's 7. So that's a little unlucky. I'm probably not gonna be able to get, maybe I can. I mean, dude, I just need 13, or I need 6. So wait, give me 3. Oh, you're joking. That could have been it. There's one up there, but I don't even think I'm gonna be able to make it back. Yeah, I think I kind of screwed myself trying to go for too much at the same time. I'm gonna be so close, but so far. Ah, man, that sucks. All right, so we're still 17 for 30. At least I got that one depot in, so we're gonna be at like 1,500 bucks. Yeah, 1427. Damn, that's not even enough to go for a sapphire staff. Alright, well, more inventory slots is necessary, more platforms are necessary, everything else is too expensive. We do get water eventually. I don't think I'm going to allow it still, because I didn't allow it in the last couple of these videos. We're not much stronger, which sucks. It's a very embarrassing thing to have to admit. We need 160 coal, which is 5 stacks. Thankfully, with an inventory as newly big as mine, I don't think I will be that upset about that. I'm going to try to dig this out through here maybe, because then, you know, we can get the emerald that's there maybe. I don't know. Now that I'm actually breaking it, it seems like a far stretch. Maybe I'm just wasting my time, but also it is guaranteed emerald. Like the rest of the world kind of has very sparse emeralds. This is most likely at least like 10. And if I get 10, I only really need one more block to get an extra 1 or 2. So as stupid as it is, I do think it's worth it just to get rid of this one. Okay, that was 5. What the hell? I didn't think it was going to be that low. I think I've gotten 5 from a single clay block before. Maybe I've gotten like 4. Look at that. I got 2 from that one. That was absolutely pointless. I mean, at least we only need 13, so that's not the biggest waste of time ever. We have 12. You're joking. All right. Last emerald that I need to get. I might as well be breaking stuff while I'm schmoovin', even though I kind of hate doing so. Don't depot. Just go to Tabitha. We got to get that vacuum for day 4. Unfortunate we couldn't get it on day 3, but it is what it is. Halfway through the day, we'll depot 408 coal. Not terrible. I wonder how viable it is to break into some chests. I feel like it's not the worst move in the world, especially if we can get some sort of, you know, cooldown increase, or technically decrease, or if we could get some magic missile damage up, because this thing is very dependent. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that was completely different from what I ever would have wanted, probably. All right. Well, we kind of made something of that. I guess it's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. Like we're gonna get a lot of coal and whatever, but it definitely is not. Okay. Well, what the hell is going on? I mean, this one's better. This one's good. I like this one. Okay. Well, that's gonna be a lot of money in the pockets. Amethyst. Ooh. Okay. People are gonna say this isn't worth doing. It's not worth me exchanging my coal for better stuff, and I'm gonna laugh at them because we do not have that much time to depot. So being able to get as much as I can out of this next depot is very important to me. All right, I'm just looking. Excuse me. I'm just looking to see if there's any other. Yeah, there are more gems here, so we're gonna exchange some of the copper for that. All right, and we should be good to go. I don't think we left anything too important behind. There may be a little silver down there. I don't know, but this is going to be a very lucrative depot, so I'm thankful that I got that fire. I don't remember if I allow myself to even use the golden scripts, but I did there, so, you know, maybe I think after today, I'm just going to go watch my last video and see what I did. How much money do we end up making, though? What is this, like 4K? That's not bad. Probably 5K with the bonus, right? 5.8, yeah, that's good. That is not bad at all to have $7,000. The silver staff is expensive as hell. I don't like that 666. We like 777 because we love God here. But I can go for an emerald staff and more time. So, you know, that's actually a really huge upgrade on both fronts. Okay, yeah, golden scripts are fair game, so we're just gonna start the day. Okay, vacuum is so good, though. Vacuum is so beautiful and awesome. I mean, even breaking these chests for a chance at a golden script, the clay chests, it's probably worth it, just considering how bad I think the wand is. That's crazy how we don't get a single wand upgrade in all of these chests, though. Like, at this point, maybe poison damage, because, like, I can get poison, but, I mean, it's a wand, it's a staff, so poison counts. But, like, do I even want to get that? I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, we need 320 coal today. We're practically already there. We're there already. I guess I'm supposed to be breaking stone level blocks, but like at this point, I still don't feel very confident to do so. I mean, with an emerald weapon, I don't feel great about doing this. I don't know. It's just, it's such a scary weapon. I'm very pessimistic about it because it's so hard to schmoove. I'm just kind of mining coal. I'm trying to be very cautious about what I do because if, I get myself too stuck, I might not have the platforms to get back up. It is good that I don't have to go back up to the depot right now, though. Like, I could, in theory, try to farm up more amethyst so that my vacuum goes lower. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Speaking of amethyst, though, I will take an amethyst over 7 sapphire. That is a beautiful trade deal. Is it possible to break into one of these? No, I'm good. I'm good. Not too much value for the cost of time. Unless we got a golden weapon, then it's always worth it. Magic missile damage, alright. It's probably the first time in my life I've ever gotten that upgrade. Let's go, boom, depot that, and go back so that we can depot everything else. And now I guess we're just looking for more clay chests. They're the most reliable for the upgrades that we're going to need. Plus, they've also got the golden scripts, which are always nice. I mean, at this point, even poison is probably better than the wand, so I'll take whatever I get. Fire is very good. Fire is never something to complain about. We go straight to the stone zone with that, and we just break everything we see. Alright, that one wasn't that lucrative, but it still was a decent chunk, so we are going to be depoting quite a few times because of that. And thankfully, the depot is right there, so I don't even have to travel that far. I'm going to need that silver staff as soon as possible, because it's so expensive, it has to be worth it, right? It's just getting up to, what is it, $17,000, call it $20,000. $20,000 is pretty damn difficult to get. It's hard to make with just a wand. But we do have a chest over there. That could be another fire, that could be another golden script in general, or it could be absolutely nothing. We're about to find out once I guess not. Once I depot the rest of that coal there. Damn, 3k coal on day 4. That is not bad. Damn. Okay, what I want the chest, bro. Okay, I can't make this jump for some unknown reason. 10% magic missile damage is not something to complain about at all. In fact, I think that brings us up to 15%, so that's an extra 1/6. Okay, as much coal as there is there, I would like to be bringing back the stuff that is worth more. Although I do want to see yet again, is there still going to be enough coal to have to come back? No, there's not, but that's almost a full inventory of coal. Alright, I've got everything that isn't coal and was on the floor, so now the rest of my depots are going to be coal. I'm probably only going to be able to make one more. If that, honestly. I mean, I'm already at 15 seconds. Yeah, 9 seconds left. I don't know if we're getting a full inventory of coal here. This is only a couple $100 too, so it's probably not even worth depoting, but I might as well try to make it. So close. All right, that's a few $1,000s though. This is probably like 12k if I had to guess. 12k and an extra 160. All right, I think I have a Neuralink installed in my brain because I'm such a genius. Yeah, 19.6. Okay, so 20 bands for that thing. Go to hell. I am not going to be purchasing that for a while. I mean, I could try to just have a similar day. The damage here is, I mean, dude, from 42 from 8 missiles to 130 from 9 missiles. That is over a 3x, well over. Probably like a 3.5x. I'd be able to reliably break through stone blocks. I think just, I want to go for stack increase, but because I have the vacuum, I think I'm able to risk it a little bit, not even think about going for the increase in stack size, and just try to get lucky with golden scripts, because see, that's how you do it. Okay, golden rifle. Golden rifle's pretty valuable. It gets me into some stone chests, but it also can break me into a bunch of amethysts and stuff like that, and just bigger quantity stuff I would not be able to get. Let's do magic regen. That's going to help us with our cooldown. It'll just help us get stuff we're unable to get otherwise. Here we'll go sprint speed because it's the only thing that benefits me. I could have went for the money there, but I don't think it would have been worth it. We need 580 coal today, which is not something that I believe will be a problem. In fact, the bigger problem is just the silver staff. The silver staff itself is such a large problem because it's going to be so costly to get it, but it will hopefully help us reap some bigger rewards. Okay, I wasn't expecting my inventory to clear up that quickly. That's a little bit annoying. I thought I had a lot more than that, but at least this is a pretty solid depot. I mean, lots of copper, which is just better than lots of coal. For the rest of the day, it's probably just, find some more clay chests that can do similar things. Sucks that we're gonna have to explore outwards in order to do so, and it sucks because, my vacuum is just hanging there. We'll go for a little more magic regen. I'm really looking for for, I guess I'm looking for magic regen too. But like my priority is golden scripts because of how absolutely meh the wands are. But we're getting a little bit faster, so I don't know. This is looking okay. P wand. I didn't expect P wand to be here. P wand is actually one of the best things we can get just because it travels through so much. So especially if we've got like stacks of silver here that I could create. Yeah, a stack of silver. We might have broken a lot of silver, but we might have also only broken a little bit, which is kind of the caveat. But this does give us a lot to collect, so let's make sure we're able to get back up efficiently, and then I can just keep going up and down collecting stuff and hopefully making a ton of money. It doesn't even need to be a ton of money really. I just need another 7,500 bucks. 7,500 will buy us that silver wand, although I would like to get inventory stack size with that, so that'd be 25 grand. So we need to double our money. That's a little bit, I'm not exactly optimistic about that. That's a little bit of a stretch, but we are halfway through the day, so at the very least I have the time to be able to depot all of this. We're at 1,500 coal right now, which is not a good sign, but now we're at 1,800, which is still not a good sign. At least it's a bigger number. I'm really trying to avoid the coal though. I want to get everything that is not coal first, that way just in case I don't have the time to actually get the stuff that isn't coal, I don't have to worry because I don't need to get it. There's a case to be made that I should be messing around with that stone chest because there is one block on there that's pretty low HP. I don't think it's worth it. I also don't know though, so I may just go against what I believe and try it anyway. We can see, I mean, these blocks are pretty low, so I feel like even if it takes a little bit of time, it won't take that much time. Plus it'll break the blocks above it, which is not that big of a benefit, but at least it's a benefit nonetheless. Okay, what do we get out of this? We get absolutely nothing as far as damage goes, but I can get some more jump velo, which is always good. Oh, there's silver here. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Damn, 25 of it. Okay, that puts a little bit better of a perspective on how we've done today. The jump velo is also helpful. I mean, it helps me move around a little bit more, and for that I am forever thankful. I just hate how, like, dude, with an emerald freaking staff, we're breaking coal at record slow paces. It's just, it's very unrewarding at first. It's a very slow burn play, which I understand the usage of it. I don't think there's anything wrong with slow burn plays, but if I'm playing generalist, right, you're not catching me using a wand, probably ever, unless I get the P wand from one of the chests. Then I'll probably use it. Then I'll think about it at least. I have a full inventory. Why am I trying to break blocks? I should be trying to get back home. Boop, there you go. Let's get this last clay chest, or maybe it won't be the last clay chest, honestly. I think we do enough damage to clay chests to make it viable to get the other one there. Did we get nothing from that? Okay, we got an amethyst. That was about to scare me a little bit. I don't even want to redeem it. I just wanted to make sure I have it. What did we get out of this one? Pink script, a little bit of extra magic regen. Best thing that could have happened. Yeah, we don't get to redeem that amethyst, but I'm fine with that. This looks like more than enough money. I think we're gonna have like 16k by the end of this. Yeah, 15.9k. My predictions are off the charts today. Holy, we have enough to sell the emerald staff, go for the silver one, over 3x the damage. That's gonna be pretty damn important. And then we're gonna go for more stack size and possibly more inventory slots. Do I just hold off on spending my money? I don't know. There is consideration for jetpack as well. I think I'm going to increase my inventory slots. It just makes the vacuum more powerful without me having to, you know, spend $3,000 on upgrading it. $3,000 of amethysts, by the way. So I would also have to spend the time, you know, doing the labor. But since we have the silver script, or the silver staff, excuse me, I can mess around in this stone zone pretty efficiently. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it is nice. I think the P wand is the first wand where you, or maybe not, maybe it's the amethyst wand where you can like actually, you know, break through the stone layer without having to worry too much. I mean, even stone chests now, like they're still pretty hard to break through, and I got a 3x upgrade. Okay, but we get a golden script, and a golden script here is worth everything, even if it is the poison one, which is my least favorite one for obvious reasons. And if it's not obvious, just let it be known poison is not that good in this game. But since we have a huge stack size, oh damn it, I didn't get platforms. Wow. Oh, that is a costly mistake, bro. Holy. Alright, we'll get more poison damage because we have to. Damn, that's gonna make it a little bit of a pain in the neck to make it back. Thankfully, we do have that jump velo. That jump velo is gonna come in clutch, so I probably should be a little more grateful for it. But yeah, that is very annoying. Damn, that's almost a full inventory already. What the hell? Alright, well, let's try to trudge all of this back to the depot because, you know, the vacuum isn't gonna go this low. Maybe it'll go a little lower. Maybe I can bring it. Okay, well, that just faced through a block. I don't know what the hell that was about. Just stop. What the hell? Stop. Okay, whatever, dude. You do whatever you want to do, I guess. Just one big game of collector. It's obviously not worth it to be collecting coal, but I'm gonna have to do it anyway because I have it. I could be filtering the inventory right now, and I'm thinking about doing it, but I think there's so much coal there that it would be useless. There's a time and a place for it, of course. When you have like 10 trillion coal all in one concentrated place, it becomes completely futile to sort your inventory out because you're just gonna keep on getting coal. Yeah, it's worth it to break this silver though. This silver does break decently easy. It's worth it to get these amethysts too because I'm gonna need amethyst, but it's not worth it to take it now. Halfway through the day, we're at 4K coal. That's better than yesterday, which damn right it's better than yesterday, but like, it's not better by a landslide. I'm just trying not to collect those amethysts now. I would like to save them, and I probably should have saved the ones that I had previously. I should have dropped them on the ground and got something else because I know I did depot amethyst at one point, which was not a good thing for me to do. Okay, well, we've got 19 amethysts now, so probably better than depoting is just farming up enough amethyst for the for the vacuum upgrade. Because I mean, especially if you're gonna be stupid like me and not buy any platforms, it's better to have a bigger vacuum. It's not so much important if you have the platforms and you have the movement to make it there. Let's put these amethysts up top, by the way, so I can see how many I have. Can we get 3 out of this? Okay, we got 2, so we're at 34. We need 6 more. 6 more is not the end of the world, especially because there's 4 over there, so we're guaranteed to have enough. All right, 44 amethyst. I'm feeling pretty all right. Bringing it back to Tabitha's gonna suck. All right, well, the journey begins to bring all of this back to Tabitha. I'm lifting my finger so I don't hit the depot. I'm saying a lot because I'm really undecided on what's best to do with the wand. I'm so new to it. I almost depoted there again, but I crossed my fingers instead of, you know, being able to put them on the keyboard. Let's get that upgrade. That'll be very nice. Sucks that I'm not going to be able to depot as much because of it, but it is what it is. I'd like to break into another chest at the very least just to try and get another upgrade. We had a chest there, but I just flew past it. Okay, so I guess instead I will be depoting again because I gotta go back up regardless. All right, one more depot. Let's try to get into this chest. I don't know. I think we definitely have the time for it. Don't give me a golden gun because if you do, I'll just be pissed off. This isn't much better, but jump velocity is all right. Can I get into this in time? I've only got a few more seconds left. I'm spamming the E button just in case, and we get more jump velocity. All right, I will be able to jump to the moon like the cow. For reference, there was a cow that once jumped over the moon. 29 bandos is not that bad, actually. I thought we would do a little worse. Angel wings are great, but I think jetpack will help us with our thing, with our jump boost. Let me go for 32 of these bad boys. Can't go for a bigger wand yet. Can't even go for a poison wand. This is, how much damage? This is 300 times 6 for 6 radius, so 1800 damage in a radius of 6. It's not that bad technically. Like, it's a lot of mass damage, but I don't know. You know, maybe it's better than the amethyst staff. You know, lesser poison staff might have a use today because the amethyst staff is so caca. I mean, this is like what? Maybe 2.5x the silver staff. This thing does 1800 damage in one hit. It's 6 ticks, but it is one hit. In one use, it does 1800 damage, and that's probably enough to mess up some of the well, how much is this? Oh, no, never mind. This is 3000 damage in one hit. What the hell am I talking about? The poison's useless, bro. That is actually very depressing. All right, well, let's go straight down again. We've got a vacuum upgrade, so the stone layer we should be able to go through most of. Yeah, we should be able to hit blue and then a little bit more, I think, but we're just going to go right here, leave it there. Actually, I should probably carry this around while I'm just breaking stuff because we need 1500 coal today. We're about to already be there, which is very nice. I appreciate that. Today's going to be a very chest-heavy day, I believe. I think there's nothing much more valuable than going for a golden script or going for some sort of magic regen or magic damage, just something to buff up this wand, because if it's not going to be a good thing to have, we might as well buff it until it is. Already at 2.8 I mean, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that's not a bad thing. Obviously, we've seen me make millions by day 7 before, at least I think, if I recall correctly. I've done something close to that. This run is going to be nowhere near my best runs, but it's probably going to be the best run I've ever done with the wand, because it's going to be like my only one. Let's go for this chest. Pink script, nothing useful. I mean, dude, you'd think, a lot of people in the comments always like to tell me, you gotta pick a class, because then you can get tailor-made pink scripts, and it's tailored to the weapon you use. And it's like, yeah, but that's not the most efficient thing in the world, especially because the generalist class has nukes. That's probably the biggest thing. The nukes are really efficient. They also have, you know, the best employees in the game. They have the best bombs in the game. Like, the generalist is better than any tailor-made, you know, weapon could be, or tailor-made pink script, excuse me. I'm really trying to collect these amethysts. I don't know why I'm only doing 1 stack at a time. There we go. And I was collecting them because I want to get these 5 here. So don't get mad at me in the comments. Oh no. I don't know though. It's kind of pointless, I think. Oh wow. Okay. Hello, beautiful. We got to use you to break amethyst, silver, all of the above. I would have got gold if there was some gold near me, but I didn't see any. Alright, this is definitely worth going ahead and clearing the inventory for. Oh yeah, let's get a little bit of extra sapphire because I have space for it in my inventory. Let's make our way back up. I need to depot this now. We're halfway through the day with, frankly, quite a lot of money because of that ruby rifle. That thing got us right. But yeah, to get back to my original point, it's like I thought I was supposed to have, you know, pink scripts that relate to my wand. I only have plus 15 magic missile damage and plus 25 magic regen. My biggest thing is jump velo. Now maybe that's because of the, you know, portions that they come in, the quantities that they are they're brought to me in. But it's like still, I'm getting pretty rare missile upgrades and missile damage, so maybe it's not as easy as the comments put it. A man can only wonder. We're gonna be at 6k coal there. I mean, 6k coal is fine. I'm really just excited about all of the silver that we ended up getting from that ruby rifle. That stuff's gonna be worth like maybe 8,000. The amethyst will probably be another 8,000 on top of it, somewhere in that ballpark. I don't remember exactly how much we ended up getting, but we've got another chest right here, and damn sure is it worth going for. I'm looking for those cooldowns. Yes, magic regen plus 10%. I think that's more important than the missiles damage, in my opinion. I would like to be able to break more low quality blocks than break less, but I guess more high quality blocks, but like lower, you know what I mean, like a lower quantity still. And that's mostly for the chests. Just being able to get the chests at all is very important to me, so I'd rather be able to get any form of chest than to just get better blocks. I don't know, maybe that's more in my head than it is in the game, but I think it's a reasonable thing to do. We've got another chest all the way over here. I keep getting stuck in that pocket. I wish I could insta-break it. We don't have too much time left, so I'm gonna have to depot whatever I do end up getting. So we're not hoping for any gold weapons at all, just hoping for some sort of good upgrade. And I'm going very up close because my eyesight sucks and I want to be able to see. Magic regen, I'm happy with that. That's cool. You can tell the magic regen has already made a difference, which is exactly what I need to see. I'm gonna try to bring back the most valuable stuff I can because we only really get one more depot. I mean, I could stretch for 2 bad depots, but I'd rather have 1 good depot than 2 bad ones. Boom, there you go. That'll be full of sapphire and friggin' amethyst and iron and all that and silver. It's looking like a cool 45k day. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling about in the 47k. That is enough to go for an amethyst staff. We're starting to make bigger money, which is a great thing. As for what else to buy other than a staff, this is something I commonly end up having a problem with all of these challenges, is that it's like you're so limited to what you can get because it's staff only. It's not staff plus, you know, water staff. It's not staff plus, you know, I don't know, bombs. It's just staff only. I'm not allowed to get staff in terms of employees. I'm not allowed to have any of these guys. So this whole section is useless to me. And then bonus is like, yeah, I could get 1-click chest looting. It's cool. I don't think that was a worthy thing to get. We're still not even at the P1 though. That's a crazy price tag for the P1, but it does do like, what, 11,000 damage. What are our stats again? You can go in bonuses and check them out. Magic regen 45%. That's pretty good. That's a green check mark from me. Magic missiles damage 25%. You could be a little high. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I do have to keep in mind we did get an upgrade from 130 with 9 missiles, so call that 12 1200 damage to 290 with 11, so call that 3000. So it's about a 2.25x. That's pretty freaking good. That's probably good enough to start mediocrely mining in the blue area. Let's get our vacuum. What do we want to do? Would I rather go for more chests, or would I rather go for blue stuff? Because there's only so much coal I need today, right? I only need 2200. We're already halfway there. I can see what it's like to break blocks here. Nah, it's not great. It's not the greatest. I will say such a thing. It is not the best. And getting 40 amethyst to get the vacuum to a lower place is going to be very unkind. Plus, there's only blue chests in the blue zone. There's no gray chests in the gray zone, and I think for that reason I'm out. Now, I'd prefer to bring this vacuum with me wherever I go for the obvious reason of, being able to depot everything. It sucks that it's going to break at some point. Not like it's going to break and then we can never use it again. It's just that it's going to detach like it just did there. That's unfortunate because 40 rubies is way too much to ask from a player right now, bro. I just got 1 ruby. I'm not giving you 40. Maybe when I've got like 100 rubies, you know what I mean? And I think that's something that we got to think about in real life, is how much of ourselves we give to a person. And this almost aligns with my beliefs on charity. So you know what? We're gonna bang that out very quickly. I do want to explain that. Hello, ruby shotgun. Okay, that might help me out a little bit. Hopefully I can get a blue chest with this. Sprint speed is worth it, but not by much. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's less worth it to give to charity when you're not making too much money, and more worth it to figure out how the hell do I make more money so that when I do give to charity, it can just be more. Like, I'm not saying it's unkind of you to give your money. I just think it's unoptimal. And that might be a hot take, and I'm fine with that. But I think being able to make more money, to produce more value, and then give more of that away, you know what I mean? Like, it just simply helps more to give 20% of 100,000 than to give 20% of 40,000. Now, am I saying that's easy? Hell no. That's probably one of the hardest things to do in life, is to make more money. Making money is not an easy thing. Generating value is not an easy thing. It's gonna wear you out. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We all get this. But I don't know. I think before I give to charity, I'd rather have like dividends or something of that kind. That's a very boring take. But then I can just give the profit from those dividends to charity. And it's like my money is not only making money, but it's making charity, which is much more important to me as a person. So I don't know. I think that's just something I'd like to hear a little discussion about that in the comments, because I know someone's probably going to disagree. Some people are going to agree. Some people are going to be like, what the hell is wrong with you? You don't want to give your money to charity. And it's like, that's not the message. They're just going to misinterpret the point entirely. But I don't know. It's something I think about a lot, because I do really feel bad that I make a real human wage with this work. This is so stupid. Like, I play friggin' Coal LLC. Why the hell am I getting paid even more than like $5 a month? Like, it's stupid. So giving back is something that or reinvesting it, even if it's not giving back money directly, but reinvesting it into a product that is genuinely valuable beyond the videos is something that I look into a lot. Like, I'm looking into the development of an official game of my own, like publishing an official game. Something like that would be, I think, really cool. Just a way to give back to the gaming community for everything they've given me, you know? But yeah, poison is not good. I don't know why I still have it. It's not even worth using. I just kind of used it subconsciously. I think I need chests now. I made some decent money. We need more chests. We need more magic regen, because this thing, albeit it's faster than it normally would have been, but it's still slow. I would have sworn I just got Dog the Dog out of that chest. Dog the Dog, by the way, is the name of our dog. And if you call it anything else, we will end up finding you and doing very, very mean things to you, like forcing you to use the wand. More jump velo is always something. I still have this damn cough. I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know. Maybe there's something else in my room that I'm not noticing, but like I'm generally a pretty cleansly person. Is that the way you say it? Cleansly? Like, my room is not a mess. It's a little cluttered because, I've been so swamped with what I have to do recently, but like none of it is food or anything. I don't like to eat that much in my room. Let's just depot whatever we can, by the way. I should say that out loud. Just depot whatever you can, make a little bit of extra money. It always helps. It does not hurt to make a little more money. I don't even know how much this is looking like. That's like 70, yeah, 64k. 80k, that's enough to go for a lesser poison staff. I don't know how important that is to me. I'm really trying to debate in my head, bro. Is it worth going for this? Because, like, this is 1,800 damage all in all, but this is like 30k. But this could, I don't know. I'm not going to do it. That's so much money. $45,000. It's just, it's not, bro. I think I want to save up for the P staff and then go for some of these bonuses, because I am looking at them, you know, with a little bit of drool running down my lips, because some inventory slots and stack size, ooh, that'd be juicy. You don't even get me started on an item filter. But I don't think I have the capital right now to responsibly do that, and as risky as I am with my real life money, I do like to take risks, because I figure I'm young, and that's probably one thing people regret the most, is not taking risks. More missile damage is really good, but as risky as I am with that, I also don't need to pay the bills, and in this game I gotta pay the freaking bills. I'm gonna need better and better tools, or else I'd literally get blown up. So if that was the case in real life, I'd be way safer. Okay, both of those chests were just rubies, which is like great. It's a couple grand, but I don't know, that's kind of, I wish I didn't get rubies from either of those, as much as normally I don't complain about rubies. Normally I'm like, Ruby, my love, I love you, rubies. Another ruby pickaxe is cool. Oh, it breaks blue stuff. Wait, never mind, that's even better. I was using it to break the gray stuff, not thinking it could go further. Excuse me. I get like the hiccups, cause there's something congested with my chest, bro. I don't know what the hell it is. I gotta see a doctor, but I hate seeing the doctor. It's not even like, I have a really sweet doctor, like he's a cool dude, but damn, I don't like going. It's just so much effort. It's like a 3-hour trip in total. I don't have a doctor that's like 5 minutes from my house. I could go to urgent care, but you know, God forbid I do that. Everybody's gonna hate me. Not in my household, but in the urgent care. I don't think anybody wants to be there. Me included, dude. I don't want to be there at all. So I've just been drinking this, it's not tea. It's like a, what is it called? A boiled beverage? How do people say that? A hot, refreshing beverage? I've been boiling water, putting a whole lemon, well, not like putting a whole, but like squeezing a whole lemon in it, and then just dousing it in honey. And it works for about 5 minutes. It works better if I drink it while it's boiling. And hot take, because I know a lot of people like things like hot cocoa and coffee and like all of the sorts. I hate drinking hot liquids. It hurts me. I don't get the appeal. You got like boiling hot liquids. You just enjoy that? I get it. You're supposed to sip it slow, blah, blah, blah. Is that not annoying? Does that not hurt anybody else? Because if you drink it too quickly, like in terms of too quick, too fresh, you just burn yourself, and that burn does not go away quickly. There's like no way to make a burn on your tongue go away quickly, and that's one of the worst feelings ever. Maybe for me because I talk a lot, like I spend a lot, my job is talking a lot, but I don't know, it's one of the most miserable things, I believe, is just having a burnt tongue. I just got employee minor damage instead of missile damage because I was really like disgusted by burning my tongue, and I didn't even do it today, but I almost did. You know, you take that first sip, you're so excited because it really is yummy. It's just honey, water, freaking lemon. That's delicious. In fact, I didn't think it would be that delicious, but it's so yummy. You know what I didn't think? Okay, call me stupid, but I really didn't think for how viscous honey is, it would melt in water so easily. I get it, a big component of it is sugar, and sugar is really fragile when exposed to high heat, but I didn't think that the honey itself would just, it like instantly vaporizes. I barely have to stir it with a spoon. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. It's just such an unexpected thing to happen. We need more chests as well. We're pretty low on time, so the more chests we get, the better. We're probably making another 80k today. 80k won't cut it, so maybe I should actually spend a little more time, you know, depoting, trying to make money. Ruby Rifle is going to help me do exactly that, my beautiful love. This, oh my goodness, this vein of silver is actually made for me. It just knows. I love feeling heard and feeling seen, like especially by silver in a video game. It's just one of the most comforting feelings, I believe, is being heard and seen. Let's depot this. That is definitely going to help us on the financial side of things. There is also just a crap ton of other stuff here that I would like to have. I guess I'll just take an inventory full of coal because I've mined so much though. So we have, what is that? Maybe like 1,500 inventory, somewhere along the lines. I mean, that adds up. We have 30 stacks, but it's only really 28. So we have about 1,700 or so. 1,700, somewhere in that ballpark. It doesn't matter that much, but it is just a good thing to note. In my last few seconds on this planet, I would like to get a chest. A black chest specifically. Let's go for more magic regen. The more, the better. We're starting to really shoot out, like, somewhat constant. It's not constant, but it's like we're getting there. You can see how the improvements would add up the more we get. I mean, I would love to get another chest, like a brown chest or something, just to see if maybe we get a little more magic regen. Okay, flamethrower is not gonna do it exactly. A little more missile damage. See, that's why we do it. Just those tiny buffs. They add up slowly over time. Today might be a 100k day. I think it is with the bonus. 83. Ah, damn. Do I have enough to sell this and go for gold? I do. Beautiful. Okay, I completely forgot that I could sell the amethyst staff when I said 80k won't cut it. When I did say that at the time, 80k definitely would have cut it. And I mean, we made 83,000, so that 80k did cut it. It was very good. It doesn't get us the bonuses though, which is something that I really would like. But with a permanent P wand, I feel pretty confident being able to just break through all of the blue. We'll get a little money, I guess, 31 bucks. I don't want more jump velocity. More jump velocity would just be a headache. Yeah, we're able to break through this blue like it's nobody's business, which is amazing. But it does suck that a majority of the blocks we're going to make it first are going to be those high mass, high quality blocks, or low quality blocks rather, excuse me. High quantity is more of the term, because you know, our vacuum doesn't stretch all the way down here. It's very close, but it's not there. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to break blocks en masse, just break as much as I can. I'm going to see, you know what, actually breaking a blue chest is not that bad anymore. Probably worth it to do. Oh, especially for this. Oh, baby. Money, money, money. Give me the silver. Just give me every single bit of silver that is right here. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely what we needed. Wow, that is a crazy start to day 10 for us. I'm going to try to make it easy for me to depot. I just need to dig straight down to where we were. Thankfully, oh, so beautiful, bro. The only thing that sucks is that, you know, obviously I have to depot all of this on my own. Jump velo would be kind of worth it to get here. Also, since we have no knockback, it is a little bit of a pain in my tuchus to bring all this stuff back, because I can't knock myself down or up. So it's, I don't know, it's lame. I don't like it too much. It is what it is. I have to utilize the momentum that you get when jumping, and that's cool or whatever. I'd rather not have to do it. It is what it is. Our quota is 5k. I'm just trying to get all the silver here. I think I do already have all the silver, so I'm just gonna collect everything from here. But yeah, see how it would be so much better to just fall with some sort of shotgun? Oh wow, I did not get all the silver. Holy, okay. I can jump there with one jump. I think it's slower. It's faster for me to jump onto that block and then jump again. So I do this and then I jump from, I should have done a little bit closer to the ledge, but it's the same thing. It's just faster. Falling down sucks too though. What the hell? Holy, okay, I didn't know I got that much silver. That's like more than all of my past depots combined. All right, well sweet. We're halfway through the day, only at 5k coal, but damn, we're at about a similar amount of silver, which for the record sells for 40 times more, so I cannot complain at all. Breaking into more chests seems to be the philosophy of today. Somebody actually asked, speaking of philosophy, someone asked if I read up on any philosophies. I have a friend who does. I have a friend, we call him Crespo. I think that's because it's his last name. We talk about philosophy sometimes. I don't read philosophy at all. I read the Bible in definitely lower quantities than I should, but I don't know, I'm not that big of a philosophy head in terms of studying the philosophies of, you know, I don't know, Nietzsche, for example. Like, I don't really care. I don't know, I think we give falsified credibility and too much idolatry to people who write in philosophy, because I don't know, we want to cling on to some sort of smart identity. I think the best philosophy you can get is just through living and experiencing. Reading is like good, it's important, whatever, but I think reading what you should believe is kind of pointless, at least from the perspective of clinging on to somebody's ideology as I should believe this because they are, you know, far superior to me. It's better to just read it from a point of, oh, okay, this is what this guy thinks, and that's really it. Like, philosophy readings are really just diaries, and I don't know, I think it's a little sus to just be reading some gross your own dead dude's diary for fun and then like clinging on to his beliefs. I don't know, it doesn't interest me. I'm not here to bash anybody for their interests, but I don't take a positive reaction to myself doing it, so I wouldn't be able to really see why other people would want to. I also really come from a stance of, like, a lot of people call it humble, and you can say that, but I think it's a little bit more in a negative way than humble. I come from a really like pessimistic view on human intelligence. I think I'm just an idiot and I'll forever be an idiot. That's kind of my biggest philosophy, is that compared to everything, I am just never going to be smart, and I'm okay with that. You know, you come to a point in acceptance where it's like there's either going to be people smarter than you if you don't believe in a Lord, which I don't know. I think that's silly, just as people think me believing in the Lord is silly. But if you don't believe in the Lord, then, you know, there's always going to be someone smarter than you. And if you do believe in the Lord, I mean, there's the Lord, and he's like smarter than everything times itself a million times over, you know. We made 200 grand. That is beautiful. 2,000 silver. Holy, we're going nuts on it. We got to go for more stack size and an item filter. As for the angel wings, it would help, but not that much. It would make me slower. I think it's worth buying, especially because getting the ruby staff is going to be such a far stretch. That extra 25k for the ruby staff really won't do anything. But yeah, I don't know. That's my take on philosophy. I think I'm just an idiot, and it'll always stay that way, and I'm happy being an idiot. I don't really mind. Just getting the opportunity to be anything is more than most get to experience. Poison in the gray zone is not worth it. I have a P wand. Poison in the gray zone doesn't do nearly enough damage, but I would take a golden script. I would take a poison from a blue chest there. Oh, you know what I need? I need 40 amethyst, and I hate to admit, or 40 ruby, excuse me, and I hate to admit that because I don't really want to give away 48 rubies, but it's getting to the point where it's like I can break enough blocks here. My respawn for, or what is it called? The cooldown for the gold P wand is pretty fracking good considering it's a gold wand. You know, the more you progress in the wands, the higher the cooldown gets, so the slower they get by default, which really sucks, dev. I don't know why we had to do that to the worst weapon in the game, but I kind of get it a little bit. Like, I understand it as little as I enjoy it, or even as little as I believe it deserves to be the case. No golden guns, just a bunch of diamonds, which is good, don't get me wrong, but I do need 40 rubies, so a golden gun would be pretty beneficial, because if I could just break into some red tier rubies. Where is Dog the Dog pointing right now? I'm trying to look. I can't really make out where he's looking. Oh, he's pointing at the gold. Really? You don't see a single thing better in the red zone? Okay, there you go. There's some rubies. Can we get a golden gun? No golden gun. More magic regen, but no golden gun. Yeah, I need Dog the Dog to point me to as many rubies as possible. That was 7 rubies. What the hell? Am I sure? Did I only break 1 ruby there? Because if so, that's kind of ridiculous. 7 rubies out of 1 thing. That's as much as you get from the red zone. That's pretty impressive. But yeah, I need... Yes, that's exactly what I need. Okay, point me in the right direction, buddy, please. Yes, and I got it for more seconds. That was such a gamble, but this is what I needed. This is what I needed to get enough rubies, and we're at 36 already. Where's he pointing? He's pointing here. All right, let's get these as well, and then just get a whole bunch of other crap, a whole bunch of silver. Silver breaks really fast, which is why I'd prefer it to gold and stuff right now, but let's fly all the way back up. See, this is why I wanted the angel wings. It makes horizontal navigation way easier, which in layman terms means left and right better. Now, it does make me go up and down slower though, which is why we have the jetpack. All right, give me that upgrade, baby. You want 50 diamonds? Get the hell out of my face. That's like 30k? No, that the diamonds I had was 30k. The diamonds she wants is like 200k. No way in hell I'm giving her that much. How do I have that much silver? What the hell? What? How was that the case? How is that? How? This has to be something about, I don't even know, something about the way that the entities stack. I guess they go to like the highest point, maybe? I don't know if that's the case. I might have to talk to the dev about this, bro. We're gonna do a little interview sometime soon, so that's gonna be fun. This is why you guys subscribe, by the way. We're gonna actually talk to the real dev of this game. I'm pretty sure he's a solo dev. Dude's cracked out of his mind to be making a game this good by himself, which is why, not sponsored, I don't even benefit from this. I actually benefit a little bit less, or I do the opposite of benefit, which I can't really, I lose out if you buy the game a little bit, because then you might not want to watch me play anymore, or maybe you'll want to watch me play more, I don't know, but there is the link in the description if you want to buy the game. The game is freaking freaking banger. Do it. I get it. It's a little pricey. It's worth it. Trust me. There's no way I would have been able to make videos for as long as I have on the game if it wasn't absolutely loaded with content. Okay, yeah, none of this stuff is there anymore, which leads me to believe it's all at the top, which if that was the case, that's freaking awesome, even though it doesn't make real world sense at all for that to happen. This is a video game and I am using a magic wand to magically break blocks into a vacuum that magically instantly deposits things into a quota, which doesn't really make sense for me to have a quota because I'm kind of the boss. So it's like, why do I have the quota? Why don't the employees have the quota? But I don't know. There's so much to be said about this game. I digress. I'm just playing collector here. I should be shooting the wand, really. It should be, but I'm not. We have 61,000 coal. Holy crap. Okay, definitely tomorrow we're going to be able to get a bigger vacuum plus a better weapon, which is going to be huge. I have the item filter. I don't have to collect coal. I don't even know why I choose to do so. Only a few seconds on the clock, though. I guess this is why I choose to do so. That way I can collect a couple extra bucks, except I can't even because I kept using the weapon and it was digging me down. Pause. That was so sus. Okay, what are we looking at for money? Let me put my glasses back on. We are, wow, this is going to be like half a mil, no? 300K? Okay, that's a little far off from half a mil. This sells for 86, so it's not enough to go for a ruby staff, but it is enough to go for a lesser poison staff. And see, like, greater poison staff is 24k damage after all the ticks are done with a radius of 8. This is 10,800 base damage, not even including the plus 100%. Wow, okay, so we get basically 4x the stats here because we have over double the speed and over double the damage, or exactly double the damage. So consider this 40,000 damage per attack, and this is, or per second rather, and this would be, what is this? What's 24 times 14? That's like 36, something like that, somewhere in that ballpark. Let's bring out the calculator. I haven't seen the calculator all day today. 2,400 times, no, not 12 times, no, not, what the hell is seal 12? I don't even know what that means. I'm not that good at math. 2,400 times 14. Lord, why is that such a hard thing for me to do? And then times 2.25, because that's the speed. We get 2.25x speed, times 2 for the damage, that's times 1. Damn, that does 151,000 damage a second. It sucks a little though, because we're not going to be able to, maybe we'll be able to use that in the red zone. I don't know. Okay, we'll break these chests. Okay, we got a P wand. That's pretty nice. I like that. That's humble. Just a humble little P wand. More magic regen, the more the better, dude. I need this to be instant P. I need this to be like you just drank Pedialyte level of P. And for those who have never had Pedialyte, drink it in the bathroom because it will go through your system as soon as it leaves your esophagus. I don't know why I'm going for stone chests. They are easy. It is very low-hanging fruit. I'm also getting the golden guns though, and I probably shouldn't be getting stone chest golden guns because stone chests give ruby level guns and not gold ones, but I'm getting the P wand over and over again because I already have it. But yeah, more magic. Okay, poison in the blue zone, I'll take it. I don't like it, especially because the cooldown is so low. The cooldown used to be fast relative to the wand that we have, but now the wand that we have is actually pretty solid. We needed 12,000 coal today. We're already at 33. What the hell? How did we get to 33? Alright, well that's pretty cool. We got a diamond as well. Yeah, the longer vacuum is such a benefit, bro. I don't know how the hell I was playing this game without getting the vacuum before. The vacuum is so much more important than I ever thought it could be. Our vacuum broke, so if I do get a golden chest, I'm going to the left. We just get a diamond, so I'm going to try to make this clean up everything, but it's not going to be very successful, I don't believe. Could probably filter coal out of my inventory from now on, because I mean, I have 40,000 of it. I don't think I need much more. Plus, it just lets me fill my inventory with higher quality stuff like emeralds, mostly copper and iron, which are worse than emeralds obviously, but it's you know, I like to have a base thing. I like to have some sort of filler. I'd say it a lot. I like to have the potatoes, and then the meat would be like the diamonds and stuff. You know, you think about it like a meal. The potatoes are just there to fill you up. They're also decent nutrients. I think people give potatoes a lot less credit than they deserve because, oh, I'm afraid of carbohydrates. I get it, but like, don't eat 10,000 potatoes. You can have a potato. It's not bad unless you're somehow allergic, which I don't think I've ever heard of a potato allergy. It's possible though. I actually learned recently. I love Nutella. I have a hazelnut allergy. I've never experienced anything with it, but I did like a blood test. So I don't know how the hell that works. I don't get any reaction, so it must be more mild than, I don't even know, more mild than the hot sauce I can handle, I guess. Which for a Hispanic, you'd think I'd be able to handle a lot. And I really like something called Bang Bang Shrimp. I freaking love it. But spice and I just do not go along well. I may as well be a white man. But I don't even know if I can say that, because white guys do be getting like the most hot stuff at an Asian restaurant. Like the most hot stuff they can, obviously. Asians don't really like to give away their most hot stuff to white guys because they know they probably can't handle it. But compared to what I can handle, like, dude, I get a little irritated eating hot Cheetos, which I don't even like the taste of, by the way. And I love lime, but that's generally the flavor of a hot chip. It's not good. Is that a hot take? I don't know. I feel like Takis are worse than hot Cheetos. That I can say. I don't even care if somebody doesn't agree with that. That one I am, we'll go for, I don't know, poison damage, I guess, for the golden guns. But that one, like, I can be argued on that a million times. I would never change my stance or even think about it. Hot Cheetos are way better than Takis, but like hot Cheetos also are not great. You know what chip I do like? This is a big back discussion, low key, but that's fine because I need a bigger back anyway. I really like it. This is so corny, but Fritos have this like honey chili barbecue flavor, and it is smacking, yo. That is probably one of the best chips I've ever had. It's so calm, you know what I mean? Like, it's got a little kick, but it's calm, it's chill. Favorite chip of all time is the cheddar, the cheesy, the Sun Chips. The cheesy Sun Chips are among some of the greatest. I can break red blocks like that? What the hell? I didn't know I had so much power within me. That absolutely changes my perspective on where I should be allocating my time. But yeah, those barbecue chili chips from friggin' Fritos, oof, smacking, bro, smacking. Let's get this other chest here, though. I could be spending my time, trying to make a little bit of extra money, but it is more worth it to get the chests to try and get some upgrades to the P wand. Definitely, I'm gonna have enough money tomorrow to go for a beautiful ruby wand. I don't have enough time to go for that silver, which sucks. I barely have enough time to depot, which double sucks, but I should be good. Okay, yeah, barely get that depot in on time. We're looking at probably $500,000 here, right? I would expect it. I mean, longer vacuum, better stuff. Definitely $500,000. 492, barely not $500,000. I'm gonna consider it $500,000 because I want to win at the games I create. We'll go for ruby staff here. Can't go for any bonuses. The only bonus I would want is inventory size. Hoverboard is a luxury for when you are too rich to care about, when $500,000 becomes $1, you go for the hoverboard, or at least in perspective becomes $1. Not, it wouldn't literally become $1 unless you had $500,001 and you bought the hoverboard, then it would become $1. Since we have a ruby staff, I can neglect the silver chest or the stone chests now. See, I fear that's always going to be a part of me, is saying the silver chest when it's very not silver. But yeah, we need 18,000 coal today. We're definitely messing around with the red zone because I mean, look at this. We're clobbering the red zone. We're absolutely destroying it. Maybe I did not give the wand too much credit as a late game weapon, but even then, like by day 13, if I'm playing on generalist, it just doesn't make sense for me to be doing this because I could make it to the red zone by like day 4 in generalist. So I really can't think of a single use case for me to be, wow, really? We open this chest, we don't even get a wand upgrade, let alone a golden chest? Alright, screw me, I guess. At least we get a couple grand. That kind of sucked. But yeah, like I can't think of any usefulness of the wand, because it's like you look at it now and it's like, wow, it's breaking everything, and only for $500,000. It's gonna make so much more than $500,000. And it's like, yeah, but you could say the same for the $250,000 freaking employee, and everyone was saying don't nerf that, and it's like, what do you mean don't nerf that, dude? The 262,000 senior vice president miner, that dude is way too overpowered for his price. He could do like this times a million, maybe not a million, but especially considering, look at the buffs we have. Almost 3x magic regen and over 2x magic missiles damage. So consider this wand 6x as good as it should be naturally. The fact that it can be compared at all to an employee miner that is completely unbuffed, let alone, having 6 of them, that's such a ridiculous juxtaposition between the two. I mean, on the one hand, you have a $500,000 weapon that I will give you, once you upgrade it, it's pretty damn solid. But then on the other half, you have an infinitely stackable, infinite damage doing beast, and it's like, this just looks like crap in comparison. I should not be getting coal anymore. I think I have way too much coal. We're already at 35,000. I also don't know if I should be getting red chests because they are pretty difficult to break into, which just means that the blue ones are going to be really easy to break into, and I would prefer some ease in my life, especially if the buffs are not going to be that different. The the only benefit we would get to opening a red chest as opposed to a blue chest would be the golden guns. It would be, so here I would have got a pink diamond minigun, or pink diamond shotgun, which is way better. That is not an arguable thing. But this magic regen, okay, we take that. 20% magic regen is huge. But I feel like even the diamond shotgun is kind of comparable now because it's, you know, it's unupgraded. So our ruby staff does look pretty good. Yeah, I should be carrying the vacuum around. I don't know why I'm not. More nothing. Okay, what are we at now? 230 and 130 for regen and damage respectively. Okay, I hate when the thing swings and then it just goes through a block, because not only does it go far, but it's like, what the hell? It's just an extra slap in the face. Okay, no more chests there. I guess we've got some to the left, maybe? I don't know. Oh, we've got one right here. Okay, it's useless. Okay. I should have got sprint speed. It's more valuable than the $300, but also, you know, nobody wants to overdo sprint speed because then it's just the worst to schmoove around. It's probably more worth it for my pockets to be messing around in the red zone, at least for my immediate pockets, but I do think that with time, it's going to be more valuable to go for the chests, or at least we're going to see the values of going for the chests more. Plus, the diamond staff is how many $1 million? Like 3? It's a stupid amount of money, and I think I'm okay with not spending that much right now because I'm not even going to make that much right now. So I think I'd rather just go for it. Damn, bro, we just can't catch a break. It's like this game knows exactly what I want and it just refuses. Okay, diamond one is pretty cool though, but still it refuses to give me what both I want and I need. So it's just like, you know, duh, like it's just, I'm just an idiot. I don't know. More magic regen. I almost got scared. I thought we didn't have anything I wanted, but that's because I'm so used to not wanting magic regen. I think I take coal and iron out of my inventory too. Try to make the sapphire and emeralds the potatoes to my meat and potatoes. We'll try to collect as much as we can now because at this point there aren't many chests nearby and we can break a lot of the blue blocks en masse. Plus the way things stack is just so interesting, so we'll be able to clean up. Like you can see we have 200,000 coal. I don't think I mined through 200,000 coal in the blue layer. I'm pretty sure that just comes from the red layer and it somehow teleports upwards. Alright, what are we looking at monetarily today? Hopefully it's our first $1 million. Oh, it's definitely our first $1 million day. I mean, we have 4 things that have given us 200 grand. That's for sure $1 million day. Now it's day 14. Actually, the diamond staff doesn't look that expensive when you can make $1 million in a day. We might be able to get this tomorrow, I'm thinking, like day 15. Don't mind that slam, by the way. I have a broken guitar. So I have 4 guitars hung up. This is a little bit of a detour. You can hear it. It's broken. It only has 4 strings. But I asked, oh no, I didn't even ask. I told my family that I wanted my guitars up and I was going to put them up myself. And then I went on a vacation to go visit other family. And by the time I came back, they were hung up on the wall, which I appreciate, but also they picked like the worst wall to hang it up on. So I'm a little salty about that, but they didn't really know. So, you know, you can't really attribute malice to just ignorance. And for such benign ignorance, I can't even get mad at them. It's just annoying that I have to. My desk setup is exactly the wall where my guitars are, so sometimes my desk will, or my monitor specifically, will clash into the guitars, and then it's just annoying, and it makes a dong 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 sound. Not really my favorite thing in the world, but you know, I'm blessed to have guitars at all. That guitar, actually, it's a broken guitar. It's a scrapped guitar that I found when I was helping some other family move out. Not really family, more family friends, and we also don't really talk anymore, but it's a whole thing. It's a really crazy point of my life that maybe I'll talk about another time. But yeah, I was helping them move and they were clearing out some trash and I was like, oh snap, you got a broken guitar in there, can I take it? And they were like, why the hell would you want to take it? It's broken. And I was like, I don't know, like I have normal guitars, but it's nice to have a broken one. You can just kind of experiment with it, you know what I mean? And I don't have to be worried about, oh, what if the strings break? Because it's like, who cares? It's a broken guitar. I have a fixed guitar. I have 2 fixed guitars. I want to get a better one though. If anybody plays electric guitar, please give me some like chill recommendations for an electric, because right now my electric, God bless my grandmother, she bought it for me years ago, but it is not great. It's a Rise of the Sunshine. I think it's like one of the cheap ones you find on Amazon. I think it costs her like $100, which especially at the time was way more money than it is now, so I do appreciate it, but it does not sound good. But then there's also, here's my problem with electric guitars, and I don't know why you guys watch me, because I just ramble about the most random ass topics, but then there's also also like, and I don't know why you guys watch me, because sometimes I just ramble about the most random topics, but like electric guitars, you don't only need the guitar, you need an amplifier, which is like, all right, for a computer you need a speaker, for a guitar you need an amplifier, and then you need a bunch of pedals. Why the hell have we not made an easier way to do that yet? Why do I need to buy like 10 trillion pedals just to get some reverb and some delay on a guitar? Like, what? Maybe I'm not understanding something, and that's most likely the case, because I feel like you can just build in all of that to an electric guitar. Since it's just an electric signal, it feels like you can make electric modifications directly to the base of a guitar. It doesn't feel like that hard of a thing to do. You could like hook it up to an app or something, and it'll, you know what I mean? Or like get an amplifier with an app, and then you could just choose what type of effects you want, kind of like those LED lights that are really cheap. If nobody's made that yet, hell, I might develop a version of it, because like that seems like such a futile thing. And I get it, there's history behind, oh, you use the pedals, and then if you use enough pedals you get considered shoegaze because you're gazing at your shoes so much. I get it. And it's like, I really love that type of music too. I love heavy pedal, heavy distortion, you know, I love it. But come on, you make it very inaccessible for people that are not exactly rich, albeit I am much better off than I think I deserve to be. But yeah, as you can see, I'm absolutely destroying the red zone. Very nice to see, very happy about that. We have 73,000 coal. I don't know if we're making another $1 million today. I'm gonna keep it $1 million with you, unless we get some sort of pink diamond weapon, or just really lucky as far as getting upgrades from these red chests goes, which it doesn't look like it right now. I want to be at the point where I'm spitting continuous red, and I know this looks like continuous right now, but I mean like that cooldown basically is glitching because of how much we're getting. I haven't even used my 32 platforms because I just got so much jump velo, I guess, in the beginning that I didn't need it. Plus a jetpack is a pretty cheap, good thing to get. Ooh, you know what I want? This is what I'm going to spend probably more of my paycheck than I should. Paycheck from YouTube. I don't have a real job. I am a college student, so if anything, that's like a negative paycheck, but I want to use some of the YouTube money to buy a grand, or maybe not a grand piano, because those things cost like tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Also, I don't plan on living here forever, so having a grand piano would be a really stupid decision, because then I would just leave, or we would move out either as a family or as just me, and I'd be like, damn it, my piano. And I don't want to haul a piano all the way to a new place. It sounds like expensive as well. Let's depot here, by the way, because I have so many goodies. But I don't know, some sort of like expensive realistic keyboard maybe, because I really love the feel, like a weighted keyboard too. I love the feel of a piano. I love playing it even though my hands don't exactly enjoy it. It just feels nice, you know, to press down on a piano key, even if you're not playing anything pretty. It's just a good feel, and I do want to learn how to play pretty things eventually. Yeah, 1 mil flat, not exactly great. Ruby staff sells for $250,000. This diamond staff is gonna be the end of me. It is like 6x the damage though, so I mean, once I get it, I'm not gonna complain. Hopefully I get it tomorrow. I don't think hoverboard, we have enough disposable income for that yet. I think instead I just try to make as much money as I can today so I can go for a diamond one, so I can go for the chests easier, so I can upgrade the diamond one even more. I don't even know what I'm buying at this point. Nothing good, because I'm not getting a single good option. What the hell is the deal with that? Let's try to go straight down, because it's the shortest distance from the depot, which is where the I just got poison damage. I just realized it's the shortest distance from where the vacuum starts. But yeah, if we're gonna be money oriented today, I'm gonna neglect some of the red chests, albeit that golden script would be freaking juicy. So I think I'm gonna take back everything I just said and go directly for a red chest. I mean, I know it's gambling, but I think we can afford it. We do need 40k coal today, and it's day 15. Okay, magic regen over magic damage, in my opinion. Yeah, we're getting to the point now. This is the type of continuous damage that I want to be dealing, but maybe a little more. I want it to be stupidly fast. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to look dumb. I hate having to choose the cash upgrades from the chest though. It's one of the most like insulting things indirectly, because it's just like, screw you. You can't even give me a good like choice, let alone a golden script. I don't even want the pink diamond, although we do say the earlier you get a pink diamond, the luckier your run will be. I don't know. Maybe we get some luck here, and if we do, then that's definitely gonna confirm the theory. You see, I've been stuttering a lot ever since I started speaking more and more in my videos, and I don't know if that's just the result of my brain thinking slower than my mouth speaks, or maybe the opposite. Probably it's not the opposite though. My brain does not think very fast. And that's also something. Pink diamond minigun. Okay, that is beautiful. Missile damage, and go straight for gold and silvers. Gold and silvers are only the things we want. Rubies and stuff too, but it's very hard to see rubies. Need to make sure my inventory's not too full to be getting that. Yeah, it's not even close. I mean, I have 1,000 stack size. You know how much money I would have to have in my inventory for it to be completely full? But yeah, that's something I think about a lot. Like, I'm really not that intelligent. I know I just went off on a ramble, like how I'll never be that, but even relatively to like the average person, I don't think I'm that smart. I think I just was good at math from an early age, and then that made people think I was really smart. You know what I mean? Because it's like math was hard for them or whatever. But I think beyond that, I'm pretty damn stupid. I mean, if I'm so smart, I should have a good sleep schedule. And I kid you not, I slept for 8 hours tonight. Like, I had like a great wake up time and sleep. I went to bed at like midnight, woke up at like 8. That was fine for me. And then I took a nap at noon because I was feeling a little tired, and I woke up at like 8 p.m. So I've slept for 16 hours today. I don't know how. I'm not depressed. I'm not, like, you know what I mean? I'm not chronically ill. I don't know how I slept for 16 hours today. I just did. And if I'm so smart, I would know that that's probably the worst thing for me to do in a day is to sleep 16 hours. Because one, it's going to screw up my sleep schedule for tomorrow, probably. And for two, it's just like I could have done so much more. Like, it's 11 p.m. as of recording this right now. I'm okay with that because, like, I need to get this content to you guys regardless. I don't care what happens. I mean, hell, I've been sick for like a week and a half. I'm so pumping out content because I got it. You guys got to see this splish, bro. There's no one else in the game to do it. But then also the people that I've hired to help me with the channel and the Discord and all of that is like they kind of rely on me being awake, and then I just sleep the day off. And it's like, what type of grown man are you? It's not a very grown thing to do. I don't know. I'm still learning and playing and having fun. That looks like Face Clan. That kind of looked like Tfue. That's what that looked like. That looked like the Tfue logo. For those who don't know what the Tfue logo looked like, it looked exactly like that. I do not have my quota met. Oh, damn. Okay, let's allow coal to be picked up. I think if I just do that, it should be pretty easy to fill my inventory, and that should make it pretty easy to reach the quota. I imagine it can't be that hard because, like, it's just so much coal that we have. Although I do need to collect 24,000, so hopefully I have 24,000 on me. Yup, I do. Okay, I figured it'd be that easy. That's why I wasn't stressing it for most of the day, because it's so damn easy to get that amount of coal when you're breaking so many blocks. I'm gonna need 50 diamonds at some point, and that kind of hurts me to say. Maybe once I get the diamond one, I'll be able to mess around in the black zone a little bit more efficiently, and from there getting 50 diamonds is not easy, but it is not as hard. Alright, not that much in this depot. It is what it is. Better than nothing, I guess. 200,000 coal we ended up with. I don't know how the hell that happened. I think something blocked where the coal entities had stacked, but we definitely made a cool 1.5 today. Okay, 1.2. Ugh, that might not be enough, but we do beat the normal ending, so I'm glad we got to get here. That's normally, this is about where it tapers off. This might be the most successful one yet as far as the only blank challenges, because now we've got a diamond staff, and with the diamond staff, I think we could break a lot of red blocks, but more importantly, we can break a lot of black blocks, perhaps. What do we get here? More missile damage. See, those stone chests are not absolutely useless, so don't get that impression. They are just not good because if we do end up getting some sort of golden weapon, it's just useless. It's a waste of time, both breaking the chest and using the weapon. Although the blue chests are definitely worth getting. I don't even think this diamond rifle is better than what I have. I think yeah, what I have is way better, especially because the cooldown is so low now. It's very helpful, but we're gonna need 80,000 coal today, so I'm fine with digging very deep. It's just now I'm a little scared, low-key. I'm getting like the opposite of height fear. I'm getting like low fear, which is probably definitely a real thing. There's someone out there that's like, I'm really low underground, I'm scared. What are we doing as far as damage on the black blocks? Okay, we're doing enough. We're doing enough to make this viable. I need the diamonds specifically. Everything else I don't care too much for. If I want the diamonds, I should probably target the diamonds, huh? But we're gonna be here for a while. But I think it's more worth it for me to bang this out now. That way my vacuum can at the very least reach, I don't know, probably mid-tier red zone, maybe even lower. I don't remember exactly how much. It might reach the black zone, actually. I don't exactly remember, like I said. But yeah, we'll be able to do a lot more in terms of depositing things than we would without that final vacuum upgrade. And I think we're gonna get to it, I mean, pretty quick. We did just break a ruby, so the diamonds aren't gonna be far off. The hard part is definitely gonna be depositing this, giving this to Tabitha and then depoting. That's gonna kill a lot of my time having to go all the way up there, and I'm not exactly looking forward to having my time killed, but it's something that you gotta do to get something that you want to get. So, you know, I gotta make the amp sacrifices. What diamond? Okay, 66, cool. 66 is enough. I could still break the other thing of diamonds. I figure we're so close to doing so, and it is like $200,000 worth, so I should probably not neglect this other thing of diamonds. It does just suck that it's like we're halfway through the day. Like, what? Okay, this isn't breaking as quick as I thought it would. I don't know if we just did significantly less damage to this right one, or if it's just mean, but we did get double the amount of diamonds. Okay, so let's clear out a little space here. I need to be utilizing my jetpack because the jump boost that I have makes it much faster to go upwards, and we should be back relatively quickly in relation to how we whatever it's called, how we got down, because going down is pretty slow because, you know, gravity and all that. But yeah, let's go give this to Tabitha here. We've got 50 diamonds for the final upgrade. I was pressing X and not E. Now we depot this. Do I have coal enabled? No, I will keep coal enabled just in case. I'll actually disable all 4 of these. Everything up until silver we will disable. That way I don't have to be too worried about having my inventory filled, because that is the most worrying thing I kind of have right now. Oh crap, I don't have my angel wings. That's why I was falling. I didn't really realize that. But yeah, provided we survive today at all, we should be okay. And I think we do survive because my inventory stacks up so quickly. Like, coal is just such an abundant resource that we have here. It's like, damn, we already, okay. I didn't think it was gonna be that quick. I wish shooting the wand up increased your momentum in terms of going downwards, because like, it's so unfortunate that it doesn't. But I think instead of, okay, we don't want any of this coal. Instead of playing around in the black zone, which we could do, I think it's still more efficient for us to go for upgrades, because tomorrow we're gonna have a bigger vacuum, or just a longer vacuum, a longer spanning vacuum. So every upgrade is going to count for something good. That said, fire, I will be using that to break a crap ton of blocks. But that is because I personally love fire. I think it's one of the most fun things the dev has added to the game. I think fire is it's just awesome. It's not even that great. Like, it is really good, but it's not the nuke level of overpowered, which I've heard the nuke was made by some TikTok recommendation. They just asked for something that would destroy the game, and the dev was like, okay, I'll do it. I'm pretty sure that's up on the dev's YouTube channel, which, for those who don't know, the dev does have a YouTube channel. It doesn't upload too much on it, but it's Bye Ocean. That is the studio of which he owns. None of this is important, but sprint speed is decent. I don't think it's worth it for me to mess around in the black zone with such little time, because I also want to make it back up to depot at all. So just going for some more magic missiles damage and whatever. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I should have got regen there. I think regen would have been more important. Inventory is almost full, so we're gonna go jetpack here and just go all the way up. Probably should start taking more jump boosts, considering I'm using the angel wings for a majority of the day, but when I'm not using it, I'm trying to go upwards generally. So I don't know, I think it is worth it probably for me to go for jump velocity, and just that 30% was a big enough buff to definitely make a difference. Now I doubt we made too much money today, probably somewhere in the span of like 3.5 mil, I'd have to guess. Something like, okay, 5 mil, wow, just prove me wrong. That is a lot more than I thought. All right, so it's probably time for the hoverboard because we're making so much. Pink diamond staff coming tomorrow. You'll love to see it. And at this point, maybe I didn't need to go for jump velocity, but maybe the momentum that we get, because that's still not that fast. We want to go for sprint speed, of course, because, like, you know, I'm using the hoverboard. It scales with the sprint speed. That is the best thing we've got. So this is magic missile damage. We don't want jump boost anymore. Pink diamond minigun is pretty fun, but it's slower than our wand, I believe. Let's see what we've got as far as we're looking for more sprint speed from these chests. More magic regen is definitely up there. We're obviously hitting the quota. 120,000 coal is nothing we haven't gotten before. Pink diamond one, I mean, look at this, bro. It's beautiful. It does so much damage. I'm just going to use it to break into chests a little quicker because there's no ability for us to get into black with such a small amount of time. But being able to get more chests means fire and stuff like that. And honestly, hoverboard makes fire even better. Although I somehow have let go go of my vacuum? Yeah, I guess over here. So see, that was the upgrade. Are we serious? Are you trolling me right now? That's the damn upgrade I paid for? 50 diamonds, $200,000, by the way, and it drops there. Okay, well, screw me. I guess not having collectors is going to start to get to me at some point. I'm going to have to keep a very, very close eye on how much coal and stuff I have, because without collectors, I'm going to have to get it all manually, which, I mean, for right now is fine, but we're going to use this pink diamond wand to dig down, hopefully really fast. Okay, well, we're almost there. I probably should have depoted everything I have now on me when I had the vacuum in my hand. More sprint speed, we will take that and just go up faster. Yeah, I think this is faster than doing it the other way. It sucks that all of that has to go uncollected, because like it really doesn't, but it's also just not worth me collecting. I think I will execute silver and amethyst from any potential to be in my inventory, and I will mess around now with the black zone, trying to make a good amount of money. Today is pretty much required to be at least a $4 million day, otherwise we don't get the pink diamond staff, which is a really big progression hit if we don't get it. I don't know, it might be possible to make it to day 25, which is the true ending. The only thing is that has like a quota of 50 million or something like that, 40 or 50 million. I think it's 50, which I don't know, dude. That's a lot. I might allow amethyst in. I think I'll allow amethyst in because it doesn't go in bulk, and that's the real reason why I don't want silver. I'll probably enable it if I feel like my inventory is not filling up fast enough, because you know, if you want to have inventory slots, you want to have them full ideally. If you go depot, there's no benefit to not having a full inventory. It's just that I don't want my inventory to fill up prematurely. Okay, this ruby block, oh, it's pink diamond, that's why. Okay, well, that's gonna be a pretty penny. Okay, yeah, at this rate my inventory is probably not gonna fill up that quick. It is good to mention that every stack of ruby is 500,000 and every stack of gold is 300,000. So by now we probably already have enough money for me to be able to go for the pink diamond wand securely. Also, the 50 pink diamonds are worth about another 450,000, somewhere in that ballpark. Maybe 350. I think they're only worth 7,500. I'm used to them being worth 9,000, which doesn't really make sense because I don't think they were ever worth that much. But I don't know, maybe in some universe, maybe I had a dream about the game or something, which okay, so I don't dream very often, and when I do dream, I don't dream very physical stuff, like I don't see much, but I believe that I probably have dreamt of this game at least once, in some regard, which I've dreamt of Balatro, and I saw that dream, which is unusual to me, so that was a scary one. I'm addicted to Balatro, bro. Don't even get me started. I genuinely, right before I even started recording this video, I was watching some dude play with infinite jokers, and it's like not even something that I haven't done before, because I make Balatro videos on a different channel, but it's called Mark, by the way. If you look up Mark with a Q and then do that 3 times and then type Balatro, you'll find me. I don't think I'm going to be able to get these veins of diamonds. Okay, yeah, we're definitely enabling silver just to fill up the inventory. Let's make our way back. There's no point in trying to get the diamonds if we're not going to be able to do so. I love that the dog is a hoverboard, dude. That makes me so happy every time. I might be able to go back and depot one time. It's a very, very conditional might. It's a very, might. I don't know, but we might. Hopefully, if I can get this and then just go back up. Okay, that might have killed me there. Yeah, with 5 seconds left, I think I screwed myself over. It's a good amount of silver that I could have depoted. Oh, I was so close too. Damn. Okay, I didn't think it was going to be that close, but it's negligible in all honesty, because even 22,000 is only worth $1 mil. So we're doing good enough to go for that pink diamond wand, which is beautiful. It's just going to scale up the damage we do to the black blocks. What is this? So let's bring out the calculator again. Let's actually figure out how much bonus are we getting. So this is 4x. This is 5x, excuse me, because you got to add the original 100% that you already get. Because remember, this is plus 4x. This is plus 3.9x. So it's so we have 5x plus 4x. So we get 20x, whatever this is. Let's see. The diamond staff, we start off with 17 times 12,500. So this is the damage it does times 20. So we do about 4.2 million DPS, somewhere in that ballpark. And then this one, this is 20 times 30,000 times 20 again. So this is 12 million. So it's about 3 times as good. I am happy to go for that. My only fear is that now the only thing I can buy is the abyssal poison staff. That's really the only thing good. I know the water staff says water, so it's like technically, but I'm trying to really highlight the weapons in their most natural state, which is without water. Maybe that's a wonky, lame thing for me to do. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick to my guns on it. Mind you, today our quota is the exact amount of coal just about we got yesterday. We'll go for some more missiles damage. You never want to complain about the missile damage. We're going to try to keep this as aligned, like as straight of a line as possible. More missile damage. We love to see it. Since we need so much coal today, I think I'm going to mess around in the black zone and try to pray to God that some of the entities will cram too much from this. So hopefully it will all, what am I trying to say? It'll all like spawn up above instead of just staying down below, because we do have, it's a setting in game, and people ask me how I zoom out all the time. That's also another setting in the game. You just go to display and do max zoom out. This isn't modded or anything. You just do it by default to 12. But people ask me like, what is the entity drawn thing? It's just this. These are employee entities. These are item drop entities. The more this is, the less it'll stack up. The less this is, the more it'll stack up. I prefer it to stack up more. It's more reliable. It's more consistent. It's just better. By the way, this is how much I can zoom out. So I can zoom out very far, but the chunk size is very low. I wish there was a way to up the chunk size, because that would help a lot. But yeah, my hope is that I'm able to vacuum this all up by just destroying it while it's down here, and then it somehow stacks upwards for some reason. I don't know. That shouldn't happen, but it's been happening all throughout this video, so I'm probably going to be able to take advantage of it a little bit, but I also just want to make money. Do I even want to make money though? Technically I don't, right? No, technically the only thing I really care about now is the quota, because I can't get any upgrades. The only upgrade I can get is, yeah, I should probably be going for chests rather than money, because there's really there's no point. It's kind of futile. I already have the best weapon in the game. I just need to upgrade it. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Hopefully, yeah, I'm hoping that it stacks up somewhere. See, like how we just got 200 grand? I don't know why that is. It doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is, so I won't complain. But yeah, I don't know. I think I need to just farm chests. There's really no point in being in the black zone unless I'm going to go for a crazy amount of coal, which I'm not. I already have the coal quota pretty much met. Not exactly, though. I probably should exactly meet it. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I think the rest of my time, I mean, I really don't need anything but the coal quota. The money's like a fun bonus, but it genuinely does nothing now. The only thing it can do is purchase me the wand. And that's why scaling is so important. Normally you would be scaling the employees is where you'd be scaling by this point, but I don't want to scale the employees because I'm not allowed to use the employees. It's kind of the point of this this whole series, is for me to just use the weapons in their most natural state and then see how far they go. We'll go for more sprint speed. That gives us more schmovement. Everybody loves a little bit of schmovement. Speaking of everybody loves, I see everybody hates Chris resurfacing on TikTok now, and I'm very glad that it is, because that show is friggin', I don't know, I didn't even watch it that much, but it was such like a brain-numbingly decent show when I grew up. Well, I guess I'm still growing up, but like when I was, you know, like a little baby, when I was like 7 through 10, I never really understood a majority of it. I think that show, you need to be a little bit older to understand some of the things in it, but I'm glad that I get to see it now more on TikTok and Instagram Reels. Actually, that's a lie. I don't see it on Instagram Reels. I see it on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, which it's almost embarrassing to admit that I watch YouTube Shorts. If you haven't noticed, by the way, I do not make YouTube Shorts, and I probably don't plan on doing so. I used to make YouTube Shorts for a living, pretty much. That used to make me about half of the money on my old channels, but I don't know. Now it's so much headache to make YouTube Shorts for this is a little pompous, but so little money. Just to clear things up, about 100, no, not 100, excuse me. I should have went for magic regen. I didn't even realize it was there. It's like you don't realize something is there until after it disappears. But yeah, I had a channel that did about, I believe, 50 million, no, if not more, like 53 million views on YouTube Shorts in a month. That amount of views made me about $4,000, maybe a little more, maybe like $4,500. And don't get me wrong, $4,500 in a month is a crap load of money. That is a lot of money, but 53 million views for that much? I mean, what are we doing, bro? I had to upload 3 a day, and they were all decently high edited, plus I suck at editing, so that was taking me like 8 hours a day just to do, and I figured if that's what I'm gonna be doing, I might as well just abandon YouTube Shorts. And that's, I think, why I'm so grateful that these videos are popping off, because these videos, at the very least, I don't have to edit them, right? It's a lot to record, and, you know, people say, I don't have to edit. I give them to my editor. My editor's like, all right, got you. Pretty damn quick, too. So I'm just thankful I don't have to live as an editor anymore, and I can live as a recorder. That's really my job. We are allocating the thumbnails, or at least we're planning to somebody else. somebody you guys do actually know very loosely too. So we will, that'll be fun. That'll be nice. It'll be a chip off my shoulder because I really don't need any more to do. I'm coming out. This is a little secret. So, this is for the people who stuck around. I'm coming out. I'm designing a little bit of merch. I have a little bit. I was wearing some yesterday, and it's, I didn't like the colors in the way it embroidered because I got something embroidered onto it, which it was really cool, but the colors weren't that great. So maybe I'll show my members. Maybe that'll be a members only thing I'll leak. But yeah, I'm trying to make some merch here. I also have stickers. I might release that to the public because the stickers are cute and they're cheap. They're like a couple bucks. Although I think the big sticker is a little more expensive. I can't even change that. That's the thing I kind of hate about the service I'm using. They don't let me make it very low. Like, they give me a minimum profit that I have to make, and it's like, that's cool, I guess, as a business, but that kind of sucks because I want to make the prices lower. But whatever. I'm just spamming out chests, by the way. That's why I'm rambling. I feel fine to ramble because I'm just spamming out chests. Yeah, how much money did we make? It doesn't even matter. This does not matter anymore, I don't think. There's, like I said, there's no upgrades we can get. We can afford no bonuses. They don't exist. We can afford, I guess, a gravity enhancer is something, a home teleport is something. But even then, if I'm not teleporting to get diamonds, or to get money rather, it doesn't really make sense to be doing it. We need to get nothing, but we can get the abyssal poison staff, which is something I don't even think I did in my poison only challenge, because why the hell would I? It sucks. But yeah, I have a lot on my plate, dealing with some potential sponsorships, dealing with potential merch, dealing with recording the videos at all. I mean, this one we've been going for over 2 hours already. So, being able to delegate, it's something I'm so grateful that I get the opportunity to do, because I was a one-man band for my entire life. I've been doing YouTube since 2021, not on this channel, but just on multiple different channels. I've been doing YouTube for nearly 5 years now. And up until literally the past couple weeks, I've been a one-man band. Never really employed anyone. Like, I've employed people for small things, like commissioned people for small things, but even that was very rare. And, the ability to delegate parts of this, I don't want to call it a job, but parts of this hobby to other people so that I can focus on expansion. It's just, it's such a, you know what I mean? It's such a grateful opportunity. It's such an opportunity I'm grateful for that most people, I don't know, I guess they don't really see it normally. Most people don't really get to see that process because, YouTubers want to hide that. They want to make it look, like a seamless transition, which I completely get. But I don't know. I think one of the main parts of this channel that people enjoy is just that I'm fine talking about the more human aspects of my life. Like, I really don't care. I obviously don't talk about anything too private because why would I? That's none of your business. That's barely my business. But generally, if I would tell it to my friends, I would say it in a video because there's not much that I'm afraid to say. Other than the finances, I try to keep my finances on the low, and I keep it between the people who do YouTube only. As far as like the specifics of it, because I don't want anybody. I don't know. I should have took the sprint speed, but also should I have? I'm kind of already too fast for my own good. I don't know. I think it's weird when too many people know how much money you make. I gotta remember the coal quota, which I hate to remember. I wish I didn't have to remember it. But where the hell is my vacuum? Damn, I dug far. Damn, that looks like a logo. I don't know what it looks like. It looks cool though. Let's go to the vacuum and depot this, and then hopefully collect everything in one little pile of coal because that's the way the coal stacks. Right. Okay, 60k. Okay, no, that's not how much coal I've broken. I think I've broken way more than that. There you go, 900,000. Wow. See, that little collection thing there is so vital to me living. It just sucks that there's no black chest. I mean, obviously I made a mod. Well, I didn't. Dunce made that mod. That I should be very transparent. Dunce made that mod and then I altered it a little bit. I modded the mod just so that it'd be a little better for the video, where we did in fact put black chests into the game as well as all the way up to purple chests. So if you haven't seen that already, subscribe and go watch it. That was a great video. But like, I don't know. The fact that we don't have it in real life is like kind of lame. I'm definitely going to ask the dev when I do my 1v1 with him. I'm going to ask him like, why the hell not? You know what I mean? Also, there's stuff that some people don't even know about this game that used to be in here that he took away. So stick around, genuinely stick around for that type of content where I'm going to do some content with the dev, because there are a lot of questions that I think a lot of people have, and then there are a lot that people don't even know to have. Like, I have a few insights on the game that I think most people, or no, I know most people definitely have no idea about. So there's definitely some cool stuff that we can add to this game. I want to add, I think the biggest thing, I will tell you this right now, the biggest thing I want to add is some sort of enemy. There needs to be some sort of something that stops you. And I think I have the perfect way to do that kind of aligns with what the game used to have as a feature. So I don't know, stick around for that. That's going to be really cool. I'm really excited for a 1v1 with the dev. We're going to do that at, I don't know, maybe some point in the next month, maybe. Could be much longer because there's more of a conditional requirement for when we can do that. It's not like I have to meet anything, but the dev wants to bang something out of the way before we do that interview, because that's going to be a big one. So he wants to really up this game, and I appreciate that a lot about the dev, and that's why I stick to this game a lot. Like, if the dev didn't care too much about the game, I wouldn't even care that, like, you know, people want to see it too much. I would just be like, all right, I'll play it every now and then, but since the dev is really adamant about making this game as good as possible and trying to, you know, get feedback from other people and talk to the community, create a community in general, like, it's a very respectable thing. And so just for that, like, making these videos to me is an investment in this game as a whole, because it also gets the dev more sales. So it's all around a positive thing that I play this game more, which is why. And I just love it too. I'm addicted to it. I'm really not getting as many buffs on the wand as I thought I would, but we are shooting hypersonic, which is good. Like, you can see the bar above my head. It's pretty damn fast. The more magic regen we get, the better. I really do want to see it, like, go instantly. Plus 710. We're doing 8x the speed right now. That's about 10 shots a second. That's pretty good. I would prefer to have it like 100, but that's another problem with the chests in this game. The scaling is almost impossible after a certain point. You just look like an idiot. Not you, but I guess me. I look like an idiot trying to scale this thing up, because the plus 20 magic regen is only so effective when you already have times 8 magic regen. That's only, what, 1/40th of the upgrades that you have, and you get diminishing returns as time goes on. Go for more sprint speed. I think after that, I'm done taking sprint speed because it's already too much. I could make it back to depot, but it literally does not help me whatsoever. I also have this poison thing, which is like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Maybe it'll break a red block. You know, maybe. I don't know. I don't even think I have the time to see, dude. It's so slow and it's so inefficient. I really have such a huge gripe with poison. Okay, it broke the normal blocks, which is like cool or whatever. But look at that. All the money in the world made by not even trying to make money in the first place. That is a beautiful sight. $7 million. Nothing we can spend it on, but I guess more home teleports. I can buy 222 of them, or I could buy a crap ton of ladders, my least favorite thing in the game. I think I don't like ladders just a little more than I don't like poison, honestly. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to, you know, look myself in the mirror and have a talk with myself about that, because that is a pretty difficult question. Just keep going. We need 1 million coal today. So yeah, it's crazy how that scales up, but I think we got 900,000 yesterday without trying, so 1 million shouldn't be that far of a stretch. It does suck that at a certain point, you know, you reach the maximum efficiency, right? It's the law of diminishing returns. You just become better off doing the same thing over and over again, as opposed to really improving in any meaningful way. Because even with the chests, it's like, what am I going to do? Just get more chests, get more magic regen, get more damage, get more, you know what I mean? Like, what use even is it? That said, it makes it much more helpful for me to break into this black coal, which is exactly what I need if I want to break into 1 million pieces of coal. Because this stuff, I don't even remember how much it drops, but it's more than my inventory spans, I believe. Maybe that's not true, but it's definitely a crap ton. So yeah, we're just gonna collect all of that, and then we go back up, we go to the vacuum, and we're like, yo, what's good, vacuum? Do you need me to break some stuff to bring the coal back up higher? And the vacuum's like, yup, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. And then eventually, yeah, there's a 250,000, or there should be more being brought up soon. At least ideally, right? I feel like yesterday breaking 900,000 coal was not exactly accurate to what we did. But also, I don't know, it's not exactly stacking back up. So maybe I got to spend a little bit more time down there. Maybe 1 million is more than a man thought. Or maybe I should just go lower again. Maybe you think if I go lower, maybe it'll like gravitate towards it or something. I don't know. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, okay. That's a little bit unfortunate, but I guess I got to go down and mine some more. We can see if there is coal here. So it's like, why is the coal here not stacking up? I don't really know. I think I only want to collect coal, by the way, which is such a drastic change in life, because normally you get that item filter, that way you never collect coal, but now it's the only thing that helps me, which honestly, this is the first time in history I think that has ever been the case for me, unless I was playing only coal. Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of which, I want to do some crazy challenges with like only coal. I want to become a trillionaire using only coal. I think that would be a very interesting video. I think it would suck for me as a challenge, because freaking coal, yeah, there you go, 5 million. I knew I had mined way more than that. It just wasn't going up for some reason, but it would suck for me because that sounds like a hard challenge, but I think it'd be a good video, which I enjoy more than I don't enjoy a hard challenge. So, you know, whatever. Pink diamond minigun is no longer useful, which is interesting to say. And this was kind of my theory. I think that the wand is the greatest weapon in the game because it has to be, objectively, because because it has more pierce. However, if you don't upgrade it at all, or, you know, more so in the early game, it is the worst weapon in the game. By far. By a million. I'd rather have poison. Maybe. Would I rather have poison? I think I would, honestly. I think poison would just be easier to scale up in the early game. Because I've done poison only before, and then people complained that it was water only because I used the poison workers, which is like, I don't know, it's a little silly. But yeah, more missile damage. Are we at 1,000% yet? We're not. We need to up that magic regen because that's the closest thing to 1,000% right now. I don't normally ever get 1,000% on anything because it's just easier to scale in terms of quantity than quality. But I guess today is a little different of a day for me. I mean, making it to day 20 and making it past day 20, mind you, with just the wand is pretty fracking beautiful. That's why I'm thinking like there might be a chance if I'm lucky enough with these chests and I get a good amount of, you know, regen and damage and all that, we could be seeing some 50 million and then we can beat 25. If we do beat day 25, I'm cutting it off there. I will tell you that because I do not have the patience to mine so much coal, and I don't think I'm ever going to be able to break green blocks. I don't think that's something exactly in my repertoire. I don't really have those types of aces up my sleeve, although I would love to. Hey, well, if I did now, it'd be a guaranteed day 25, right? Like if I could break green blocks at all. But considering how many times I've broken green blocks, I don't believe this wand is going to be able to do it until at the very least 1,000 of both regen and damage. But that's, you know, even then, that's a very low amount in my eyes. Because I'm trying to think of how many employee miners it takes to break that. And that's like, you know, maybe close to 1,000 unless you have some decent upgrades on them. Hell, maybe even a little more than 1,000. So it's pretty difficult to break into green. It is no easy feat whatsoever. This is probably a problem that I'm going to have with Lone Ranger too, now that I think of it, because I have an idea planned. I want to get the secret weapon with the secret ending with the Lone Ranger, and another video idea, which is hopefully beyond that, is how far can I go without employees? Like just how far can I go at all? And I mean, it's just so hard to scale without employees. Like, yeah, I could go for mortars, but even then, mortars have a limit because they just start breaking after a certain amount. I could probably go for nukes, and nukes are great, but there's only so many that I can use, you know what I mean? Like at a certain point, you can't break orange blocks with nukes. You simply cannot. I do not believe you have enough time in the day to do so, unless you got some crazy amount of bomb damage, which could in theory be the move. Then you know, maybe you'll be able to break through orange with nukes, but that's a very far stretch, you know? Okay, one more chest, please. If I wasn't so fast, I would have been able to get it. Either way, dude, 5 million coal on day, what is it, day 20? That is not bad at all. That means we're definitely going to be able to take down tomorrow, right? I think tomorrow's 4 million, something like that. 1.7. Okay, never mind. It's not as bad as I thought. All right, well, let's ship it. I guess we may as well. I gotta go straight to the black zone now. Let's go a little bit over here, specifically for the chest, because I need this extra 5% missiles damage. But really, it's because we're close to 10,000 or 10x on both of these guys. We're close to 10x, which is really nice. So I feel not exactly confident, but I feel like it's probable we could break into green, although I don't even think it's fully necessary. Obviously, our quota is more important than everything right now, but I feel like we can dig so quickly in the black zone that it's like, you know, maybe we can reach the green one. I don't know. Well, no, we can reach it for sure, but like maybe we can break a little bit of it, you know? I don't know. I'm just curious more than anything. We're definitely going to have 1.7 million coal to play around with once we go back up to the vacuum. It's just a matter of, you know, hoping that we can actually get it. What do we do to these green blocks? Do we break them at all? Yes, no, maybe so. Let's stop breaking it and see. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be here all day, you know, for obvious reasons. I have better things to do, but it is worth the experimentation. And I mentioned this in my last video. I said I wasn't going to bring it up every time I do it, but now that I'm ooh, wait a minute. Okay, that's interesting. So it's probably possible for me to break into the green zone, which is all I really wanted to know. I don't want to break into it because it's just a waste of time. Like I said, I don't need money. Money is now futile to me. I have nothing to buy. I feel like Jeff Bezos the way I have nothing to buy. So we're instead just going to do this and then break some coal, and then hopefully it all comes up. And if it doesn't, then I'll be pretty sad because there's no way for me to like retrieve any of that. Like I personally could not collect 1.7 million coal. No way in hell. No way on Earth either. I guess on Earth it would be a little easier for me to do so, but there's no way in either. Now, I also hope that this coal down here isn't like, you know, it isn't the 1.7 milli. Because if it is, that just made everything way harder for me. I think we're almost 990% magic regen and 960 for the damage. We're almost at that 1000x. Okay, there you go. That was a good amount of the coal. There we go. Okay, cool. It took almost half of the day, but I think I would also get more having you know, broken more of the red coal up top, or probably even some of the cheaper coal up top. That way I could break more going left to right. But yeah, we just hit 1000 on the magic regen, which is pretty solid. And then we can do the same for the magic damage too. I'd say, is it necessary? Not really. I don't think I benefit much by doing so, but you know, it'll be cool to have like 1000 percentages. This might be a hot take. I truly believe the black chests should, when they're introduced eventually, they should introduce like multiplicative scaling, as in you break a chest open and instead of plus 20%, it's times 1.05x, you know what I mean? Or like times 1.1x, or something that it's like, wow, that is way better than going for a red chest. It is now indisputably worth it to go for a black chest over a red chest. Because that is a little bit of a fear that I have with this game, is that scaling is just so freaking impossible unless you use employees. It's the only way to truly scale to purple. Mind you, yeah, I want new layers and stuff like that. Yeah, I think everybody wants new ores and stuff. I want a mechanical ore, as in like an ore that does something. The one that I bring up a lot is uranium. So like uranium is something you can mine and not sell, but it's something you can mine and use as a weapon, because I think the bombs could use a lot more scaling. You know, like I said, it's impossible to break into orange with nukes. Why the hell is a nuclear device being outbeaten by like a few million people? I don't know. I mean, obviously there's a price difference, of course, but there's so much opportunity for there to be new stuff in this game. But probably above all, I just want there to be the ability to scale everything, not in an easy way, but in a possible way. Because after 1000%, like how much more am I going to scale this? You know, what if I get 2000%? Oh, well, that's double the damage. That's great, but then to double it again, I need another 2000%, which leads me to 4000, and now it just gets harder and harder to scale, which perhaps is a good thing if the challenge was meant to be super duper hard. But I do think there are people that are like, I want to spend all my time on one game of this and make it up to day 100, and it'll be like a damn, you know, 15-hour run. Now, do I think that is ridiculous? Yes, I believe that is insane if you want to do that. Do I think that should be in the game? That should be an option? Abso-freaking-lutely. It's one of those, you know, I don't think that you're sane for doing that at all, but I respect your ability to do so. But, you know, what do I know? Not really much, to be honest. I do not know much. Looking for more chests. We've gotten a lot of chests. Just point blank. We've gotten a lot of chests. How much sprint speed have I got? Because at this point, I move like a teleporter. Yeah, look at that. More than 5x that I have. Crazy, I only have 8% collector speed and capacity. I don't know how I haven't accidentally clicked more of those. My miners are almost 2x'd, which they don't exist, so that's a little interesting. And then my jump boost is pretty high. But other than that, you know, there's not much to collect, because on this game mode, you're only really allowed to collect what you have from the pink scripts, which is a point I see a lot of people making. And one more time, before I exhaust myself of saying it too many times, it's just not worth it, because Generalist has more stuff that does more damage than scaling ever would using the red chest. Like, just the access to nukes and employees, those two alone are like, that's it. That wins you the game. Let alone, you know, the fact that you can get water, the fact that you can get whatever weapon you want, which means you can get whatever weapon you can afford. I don't know, Generalist is totally worth it. But if I was doing this challenge in Generalist, I would probably be an idiot. The only reason why I didn't do the pickaxe only challenge in like Barbarian, where you're only allowed to use pickaxes, is because I'm trying to see what to get, by the way. There's literally no magic missiles damage. I was misreading that. That's why I was looking at it for so long, because I was like, is that good or not? But in Barbarian, it changes the mechanics of the pickaxe to where you start breaking things in an area, and I didn't want that for that video. But what are we looking at today? We're looking at, what, 20 mil? Something like that, 14 mil? We're at 36 mil. I have no idea what to spend that on. I can spend that on 250,000 shoddy staffs. Lord bless you. All right, well, we got to keep it pushing. 3 mil today. I just don't feel like it's something that's that difficult. And honestly, but we need 50 mil in a couple days, don't we? Like, what I want to do, like what my soul wants to do, because I've been at this for hours at this point. And I'm glad there's people that actually take the time to appreciate that, because sitting at the chair for hours is not good for me at all. I do recognize that. That said, this is a job that I believe needs to be done. But yeah, what I want to do is I would love to just hit the quota and then go all the way back up, or use the teleporter, I guess. That would be pretty helpful. Use the teleporter and just go all the way back up and freaking end the day early, because I don't need money. Chests are becoming more and more futile. I mean, not exactly futile, but like that 20%, even if it was 200% right now, it wouldn't change all that much. I mean, 200% would be pretty solid though. But let's think like in one day, if I can go up by 200% in one day, have I really done all that much? I don't exactly believe so. Now, yeah, I'm probably gonna need it by the time day 25 comes around. Is it 50 mil? I feel like it's 50 mil. I remember it as being 50 mil. I guess I don't know for sure. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dig all the way down to green, and then once I'm able to go to green, I'll just go all the way back up, because I'll probably have 3 million coal. If I don't, I can always come back down. It won't be any big issue, but I think I should have 3 million coal gotten by now, so I can just go straight up. Give me this chest though. You never know what's in the chest. It's never anything good either, apparently. And then we can just grab this and start breaking the hell out of everything above us. And yep, there you go. We hit the quota. But it's like, if we could do that so fast, we could probably just do that and break the stuff in the green zone. So you know what? I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna go all the way back home. I didn't even need to use my home teleport. We're gonna end the day early, because there's really no point in upgrading too much more. I think we've already exhausted our upgrades. We're not going to be able to break green that much faster. We would need to double our output, and I simply do not have the time to do such a thing. It's like, yeah, we could get closer than we could if I was just skipping the day, but I don't think it's necessary. Now, today is 6 million, which scares me, because yesterday, I mean, we also probably didn't get all of the coal that we got from the bottom. We probably only got a fraction of it, because the way that the coal decides whether or not to entity cram all the way up to the top or not is pretty fickle, I guess, for lack of any other word. But I don't know, I think breaking the green blocks of coal is going to be more than 50 million. I had a hair in my mouth from my mustache. That is one reason why I do not enjoy having a mustache too much, but also it's really cool. So, you know, screw the haters that don't want to play to have a mustache. I'm growing it out. I'm actually growing it out until I hit a weight goal. That's normally what I do. I'll grow out my facial hair until I hit a weight goal, because right now I'm trying to hit 190 pounds. I'm like 180. So I weigh more than I thought I did. I thought I weighed 170, but apparently 180 just kind of appeared without me really paying too much attention. So I'm very thankful for that, because I at the start of I don't know about at the start of this year, like a year ago to date, I think I was 140 pounds, and I was still 6'4". So very, very skinny for my height, like almost unhealthily skinny, probably unhealthily skinny, honestly. Okay, see, the coal now is not coming back up. I don't know why. I don't know what to do about it, so I just do what I can. This is what I fear. This would kill me, because there's no way for me to get 6 million coal with the range of this vacuum. So I don't exactly know why the coal isn't coming back up. Maybe I have to go back down there. I'd really rather not, but whatever. Yeah, like there's coal here. There's plenty of coal. We are not lacking in the coal department in any way, shape, or form, at least. I don't believe so. But I don't know. I'm just trying to do my job. Yeah, halfway through the day with not even close to 6 million. Very worrying. Did the dev catch on and immediately patch? Okay, no, he didn't. Wait, that's 3 million. Okay, well, we need another 3 million, or at least somewhere in that ballpark. So hopefully we're able to fetch that like dog to dog. There we go. All right, beautiful. That terrifies me for the future. Let's end the day early. Not really much more I can do beyond that. I mean, I can get maybe an extra 80% speed and like 40% damage. Who cares though? We'll start day 24 up. Oh, 20 million. Yikes. Well, we gotta hope this game behaves in a way that I would like it to, because if it does not, we are going to run into problems very, very, very quickly. I do want to try digging into the green because I'm probably going to have to, do I have to for 20 million? I mean, I could probably just break black blocks. I think 20 million in black blocks isn't the most difficult thing in the world to do. It benefits me actually if I'm going to decide to do that. It's going to benefit me to just go side to side. That way I, never hit green. So yeah, side to side is going to be a little more beneficial. Plus it's easier a little bit. Because, I can't go forward if there's a block in front of me, which means I'll always be able to go backwards pretty quick. I got scared there. The chunk load, the chunk didn't load. I thought I reached the end of the black zone. I was like, damn, already? I don't think there is a chunk load, although I think there is an integer limit in the game that's somewhere near 7 quintillion. So, I don't know. I wonder if we spawn that many blocks in, if the game is just like, I don't want to be a game anymore. And then it just breaks completely and it's all my fault. Mind you, for being too good at the game. What I want to try, what I want to theorize is if it's worth it to go up into the like clay zone to break things, because now potentially, I mean, I already have 5 million off of the quota. Yeah, see, I just got a few million, so I think it's better for me to do this because there's more of a chance that the coal will actually spawn in and get picked up. I don't know how much more worth it this is to anything else. It is worth it after you move left to right to just kind of go upwards because you can get a lot of breakage there. We'll go for a little bit more magic missiles damage. Okay, yeah, at this point we have exhausted our wiring to the vacuum. So if I go here and then do this, just clean up all of that. Now hopefully we might have enough coal, but I don't know. That's only it's not doing it. It's not doing it. Why is it not doing it? Did I just not collect enough coal? Because if that's the case, we're probably screwed. I don't feel like that should be the case, but not all the times are my feeling exactly representations of how the game works. We're breaking this into some type of, never mind. We're not even. So for me to be stuttering so much, it just makes me look like a double idiot. I thought it was gonna, because you see how there's like this little bump here? I thought it was gonna be up and down. I was gonna say we're breaking it in like a sinusoidal pattern, but it just didn't. Let's go down and see if we even have enough coal, because if the problem is getting enough coal, it's fixable, but it's not enjoyable. Yeah, no, I mean, it looks like I've cleaned everything out as far as the coal goes. I have coal able in my inventory to be picked up. Wow, okay. So I'm gonna try to just break as much coal as I can here. This is more worth it in my opinion than doing it the way I was doing it before. It's just gonna break more blocks over a slower amount of time, which I guess is the wand's entire niche. It just it looks funny, so it looks a little annoying. I don't know, maybe it's more worth it to just go slowly. I think it is. I think going slowly is way more worth it here. So I'm just gonna clear out as much of this as I can before I get a little scared about the time, and then we're gonna go up and try to vacuum all of this, pray that it's 11 million. And as for what we're gonna do tomorrow, probably I'm gonna break through some green blocks. I really didn't think that this would not be enough for the quota for like what I've already done. I didn't think that would be so short. I mean, we're not even halfway, but I think we have a pretty damn decent shot by the time I make it back here. This is just a lot of broken blocks in general. So I think I'm good to go now. I think I can just go straight up and probably turn my wand off because I don't want any, I don't want any red blocks to break. And then we'll go back over here, try to break some blocks. Yep, there you go. Okay, perfect. Will we get to 50 mil? That is the question. Because if we could, although I don't know, maybe we just sucked up all the coal at once, because we're not going up by too high of quantities, although, hundreds of thousands is nice. And it's also not exactly representative of the stone area. So I feel like we're still getting coal from down there. So it's a question of like, where is that coal coming from? I have no idea. I do not have a single clue. But 39.1 million, I think we're going to be able to feasibly break into the true ending, which that's pretty damn cool. This is going to be the first weapon that we've only used that weapon. I mean, I haven't even used water for it, and we're breaking into 50 million. So let's see. We're gonna do a continue here, and I'm gonna get a home teleport just in case I decide to end it early. But that's only assuming I can make the 50 million. You know what I mean? There's no point in ending it early if this is gonna be our last day. So it's gonna look similar to yesterday in the regards of getting down there, but what we're gonna do different is I'm gonna genuinely try to break some green coal. I don't know how worth it it's gonna be. That's my only fear. I did say before that it's like guaranteed 50 million. Now I'm a little bit more scared, so I don't know if I want to exactly back up that claim, but I do want to test it. I want to break through some of that green blocks and just see what happens. Are we able to get 50 million coal within the time that we have, or am I going to end up looking like an idiot, absolutely screwed? Now, normally it's the latter. Normally it is not the first one. Also, not a great spawn as far as getting a lot of coal goes, but there's this little pocket here that does work for me. It works for the wand and how the wand spreads out. So if I just sit here, and I mean, this is all I really can do, is just sit here and spam this, pray this breaks. If it doesn't break, then I'm just going to be a sad little boy with a lollipop and no shirt on. I know I haven't acknowledged that for the entire video, but I have no shirt on in my skin. I was looking for like a wizard's robe or something. I think we broke one coal block, by the way, but it's not all of them, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I was trying to find like a wizard's robe or something. Could not find one that suited the purple hat, so I decided I would go out. I would go out with my belly button to the world. Feel like it's not a bad ideology, I guess. You know, if you can't find something to wear, just don't wear anything. Actually, wait, no, that's a terrible ideology. If you're going out in public, but if you're at home, I mean, and your windows are not too revealing, just you know, do what you want. It's your home. You know, you gotta remember. You gotta remember, you were not born out the womb with clothes. We use clothes for decency's sake. If there's no one around to be decent to, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm also like decked out in clothing though, and I live in Florida, and my fan's not even facing me, and I'm low-key sweating a little bit. So I don't know. Who am I to talk? I broke a majority of the blocks. Why am I stuttering? Did you hear that? I mean, the blocks. I don't do that normally. I think it's because I'm sweating. I might be overheating like an iPhone. Cause like, what the hell was even that? Let's go for this bad boy. We'll go ahead and depot there, and then we just return to the clay area where we make our tens of millions. Hopefully, it doesn't stay at 17 million forever. Hopefully, it goes up and above. Right? No. Okay. Well, that's not the greatest of news. I mean, we're going up by the millions still, so there might still be a hope. It's just, okay, 33, see, there might still be a hope. Like I said, there may very well still be some hope here, and I would love to have that hope more than not having that hope. Mathematically, there is a chance that, you know, I could go back down and mine more if that was everything that we mined, but also, like, that's a little scary, but I think it's what I'm going to have to do unless digging in the blue gives me some extra stuff, which it's not. Okay, so we got to go back down. We're going to go back down to the black zone, though. I'm not going to trust the green zone again because that stuff is hard to break. We're gonna break as much as we can in the black zone. When it hits 30 seconds, I'm gonna fly my tuchus all the way back to our vacuum, and I'm gonna try to vacuum up some extra like blue layer stuff. I think I left around a lot of blue layer. It's fine because we insta break it all anyway. It literally doesn't matter. But you know, the closer we are to the depot, the longer the wire is gonna be able to span horizontally, which just means we can break more blocks within that layer, being able to collect it. Oh crap, we're reaching the green layer. Oops. We're not gonna have to start digging. I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say though. I think it's worth it for me to do something like this too, just because I've probably been damaging some of these blocks, so they're all kind of easy pickings. It's a little annoying how I kind of have to do it because I was sprinting downwards at the time, so it was a little bit different of a path. So I've got to like very repeatedly tap my W button. All right, 30 seconds remaining. We are flying all the way back up to that vacuum, and we're going to test this out. We might be able to do this. I think 17 million, 16 million is not that much. It is very possible that we hit that. Okay, 49.3. Wait a minute. If we could just make a little extra, bro. If we could just make a little extra, please. I kind of need this, bro. My mom's kind of homeless. No way we don't make it. No way we don't. I mean, we're like right there. Seriously, bro. We're like right there. No, we were 500,000 off of the true ending, bro. That is such a freaking scam. Oh, someone's gonna say I threw. Oh, man. Bye, buddy. Thank you very much for watching. Smash that smash button, like that like button if you enjoyed. Discord in the description, discord.gg/trio. Join the memberships for early videos and more perks. YouTube believes you're going to like this video on the top right. I trust them if they brought you here, so I would click it.